As the four of you have been traveling for a little bit, you've heard word among the populace that there were some problems brewing in the town of Laron. There have been rumors that people have been losing their things all over the place and not knowing exactly what is happening. A lot of them are assuming that there are some thieves around that are stealing everything from them, but none of them can find any of the sort or prove any of the sort. So they've tried to enlist the aid of adventurers by putting out the word, we're looking out for adventurers. And the four of you managed to make your way over to Laron, where you all meet up together, and this is where we pick up the adventure. So what would you guys like to do?
Just the first thing is probably to kind of see, can talk to somebody and find a little bit more details about the thieveries and whatnot.
Sure,
Kind of gone missing.
by all means, you guys are at the entry of the town.
I don't see anybody to talk to other than the three of you little ones.
Hey, well,
We don't mean little, we're normal sized.
Hey.
All right, I'll be the giant.
Not your fault that we have pituitary gland problems.
What's wrong with this door? Why are we skipping the first house?
Oh.
We should knock on every door until we find what we're looking for.
Ooh. Don't mind me.
Or we can just bust right in, see what's going on.
So as you bust inside of this house, you'll notice that it doesn't seem to have anybody inhabiting it. It seems to be empty and devoid for the time being. You hear the hustle and bustle from the middle of the town, but nothing that you can see over in the vicinity.
Is there anything in this armoire?
As you look inside of the armoire, give me a perception.
Sure. Do I just click on perception?
You will find your perception rolls and all of your attribute rolls inside of your respective attributes. So perception is a wisdom base, so you would need to click on the wisdom one, and then in the list you will notice that you have perception. So on the right of the menu, you will have the roll. If you click on the roll, you should be able to pop that into chat.
Which menu are you talking about?
So
I click on wisdom. Got you. Never mind. Found it.
Yep.
I went to character sheet and I'm like, what is he talking about? It's not there. Sorry, what do you want me to roll? Perception?
Perception, yeah.
Bam.
All right. So with a 17, as you look around through this armoire, you will notice that there are a couple of valuables, but nothing too major. There are like a couple of coins, a couple of bracelets, rings, so on and so forth.
I add a coin to the pile and then leave.
Perfect. As you guys exit the house, you notice that there is a monk looking at you from outside.
Ah, who are you?
Well, Willie and I had way too much to drink last. Well, I mean, I don't drink. Don't tell the abbot.
You must, are you sure you're not a dwarf, laddie? Or your lack of hair, though, I don't know. Definitely not a dwarf. Anybody who drinks that much.
Could be one of the tall ones.
Another one with
a beard.
maybe a ponytail, perhaps.
I think I'd look quite fetching. For a tall folk.
It's a terrible idea to have things people can grab when you're sparring.
So, Willie, what can you tell us about your character?
Honestly, was a test character, so not a whole lot. That was my ad lib there.
Gotcha. All right.
We'll say he has mild amnesia from over intoxication over the last 2-week bender. That'll work for now, and then I'll come up with a background for him.
Awesome. No problem. Sounds good. So your friends have been already venturing through town. They've already barged into the first house that they came across. Found nothing. Tux was feeling generous and left a gold coin inside of the armoire for whoever lives inside of this house. And that is when they met up with you outside.
Wonderful.
All right. Where would you guys like to go next?
Should we find some of these village tall folk hereabouts?
Let's just barge into the next room. Maybe they're in this building.
I just want to go ahead and say that this is way smoother than it had been running, because I haven't been on Adventure Roll in a few months, and it's impressive how much better it's working. Because I'm running this on a laptop to see how its performance is, and I just thumbs up.
Glad to hear.
I knock on the
So,
door.
Tux, as you try to open the door, you notice that the door doesn't open as it is locked.
Knock, knock.
You knock, you hear nothing.
Nobody here.
I want to give a perception check to see where if I hear, like I said,
Sure, if you want to
any
put your
noise.
ear to the door and you can see if there's anybody inside, by all means, go ahead.
Oh no, I want to hear if I can hear the din and the crowd of people just kind of chit chatting.
Oh, sure. Yeah. With your
Yeah.
perception, you're easily able to tell that there are voices coming and trailing through the air, but nothing from the houses around. The voices seem to be coming from the southwest.
All righty, lads. I say we head down to the old southwest and perhaps we can muster up a round of trouble out there, perhaps.
What about that farm over there? Maybe they know something.
Aye.
You know how to stand still in a field, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe
Little
we
suspicious.
should go check with them
Ooh.
first.
Oh, hello, my giant lady.
Giant.
So let's let's deal with a split party. Why not?
Oh, yeah.
Oops. Yeah, first rule: don't split the party. Okay.
Who wishes to go to the farmland and who wishes to go with Delgar?
I will stick with Delga.
All right, so you'll stick with Delgar, and you three wish to go to the farmland.
Oh my God, sent me to protect the little ones, and if they're spreading out, I don't know which one to go to.
Up to you guys. If you guys wish to stick together or split around, by all means, go ahead. It can make things more complex for you as a whole, or not.
I stay here.
Okay, perfect.
I think we should all stick together. That's my vote. So
Rule number
Major-
1: split the party always.
Yeah.
yeah.
Nothing better.
And then wonder why the DM throws an encounter in your way you didn't want. Oh no! All of my weapons have been eaten by the. Yeah.
No faith in the dungeon master. I'm gonna stick with the farm. Everybody else can go talk to whoever they're talking to over yonder.
Yeah, that works.
All right.
Oh.
So Tux wishes to approach the maiden at the farm.
Yeah, you
I'll
can
go
start with
threat
other
the
people, though.
board.
So is she a maiden or is she an old crone? What are we looking at here? Is it as presented?
What you see is what you get.
Ooh.
Well, how rare is that? That's nice.
I say hello to the chickens.
As you say hello to the chicken, it goes, "Baka!"
Awesome. I'm gonna go in and say hi to the rest of them. I will
Well-
be doing this for a bit while other people do things.
As you do that, the chickens all just move around and baka. Baka! All right, Willie. What would you like to do? As she sees you approach
Oh.
and she looks at you. Why, hello there.
Hello, madam. We be some nice party of adventurers, and you might have heard that could have been some trouble brewing about town, some things going missing. A bunch of us be clerics, and the rest of us be people of the cloth and what have you, and or fighters, which is even better. We got to carry muscle around sometimes. But anyways, back to my original point. What do you know about the commotion about town here?
Well,
Any-
we kind of keep to ourselves, me and my husband, but why is your friend talking to chickens?
I mean, well, you know, it's Wednesday after all. It is International Talk to Chicken Days. Tis culture, you know. We don't go about asking you why you're not talking to chickens, but neither here nor there.
We generally don't talk to livestock, but far be it for me to say what you can do. you wish to know about? Honestly, I don't know more than what my husband wishes to tell me. I just tend the farm and just take care of everything around it. You see, that's my duty. That's all I do.
That sounds pretty limiting. He sounds awfully controlling, like you might need to step on out and maybe
Please,
become your
please
own.
don't. Please don't. He's very brutal.
Oh, brutal. Oh, I don't like the sound of that of all. And he kind of speaks in Dwarvish to Iron Mine and Falstad, say, "Hey!" He basically kind of like he basically kind of tells him in Dwarvish secretly, like, "Yeah, we got to do something about this. Let's get this guy and rough him up a bit."
Oh, please, noble adventurer, you don't have to trouble yourself. Trust me. No trouble at all. If you, if she starts catching her breath as she tries to speak, and then continues to say, if if you really wish to know about the town and everything, that the mayor can most definitely let you know more. He's his domain is over on the west side of town, right across from the church. You can't miss it. It's a small house.
Hmm. Noted. Very much. But if you don't mind, I think we'll. Is this like a bar? Is it a tavern? Or is it a keep? Or it's just residency?
Uh, this was talked to Willie. So all
Uh-huh.
this talking was happening to Willie over here by the farm.
Oh,
The
Oh,
the
I thought that we were just assuming that he wandered over, even though he's not on screen.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll just assume that he wandered over talking to her over here in the fields, because
Okay.
this is where the conversation was happening in the
oh,
field.
Yep, yep.
Sorry for the confusion.
oh.
And Tex, just so you know, Willie's looking at you like you're a few light bulbs short of a chandelier.
That's fine. I'm used to this.
As the chickens continue to baka.
So Willie
My
leans into Delgar and says, I think we might need to keep an eye on him. Um, I'm a bit hungover, but I don't think he's right." And he taps his head. Had a guy like that at the monastery. He got hit in the head with a mallet, and he was never right again. Then he just smiles as Tuck's coming around and waves at him.
Hmm.
For the other guys that were at the tavern, you guys are going to be greeted by this young lass. And as she sees you three approach, she goes, "Oh, customers! How nice to see more fresh blood into town. Please come in and join us at the Plenty Tankard."
Oh, tankards of plenty. Don't mind if we do.
Feel free to join us.
You can tell from the redness of Willie's nose that he's an alcoholic, and he's very happy to see the tavern.
She ushers you all in, and actually she is going to be walking you all in and showing you to the tables that are around if you wish to wait, as well as point you out to the bartender. She's going to say, "My name is Uni. If you need anything, just make sure to let me know and I will bring it right to you." And then she goes over to the bar to await further orders.
Can we sit at the bar? Can we sit down or?
Currently, there is no interaction with
Okay.
stools to be able to use a sitting, but it is on our list of things to put. Don't worry, it shall come one day.
Huzzah.
So, as you guys take a seat, the matron behind the counter, she's going to say, "Hoy, new blood in town, is it? Well,
Around
welcome to me bar. What can I get for you?"
around the beers or ales, what have you, the specialty of the house for me and my lads here. It keeps them coming.
Tankards of ale
He's
for all.
buying, and I also want a whiskey. Um, just fill a tankard. And
Be
Willie
there just
smiles to
four of
himself.
you. Be there just four of you.
We had someone else, but don't know where he's wandered off to.
Hey, we got another tall one floating around somewhere. Aye,
He loves
lollygagger.
chickens.
Aye.
Ah, see, you guys are all a party of 5. All right. Well, stay right there, and I'll have my girl Uni bring them over. You don't need to roll initiative.
No. I was just looking for buttons to check things out here.
Attack the beer.
Gotcha. The beer is not going to attack you. I guarantee you that.
I finish it off.
But the mug is a mimic.
Right. So as she pours some tankers down for Uni is going to grab them off the bar. She's going to bring them over to the table and set them down. Right onto the table. Let's see if we got some tankers inside of here. She's going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tankards for all of you.
Whew.
And then she is going to say, well, hope you all enjoy your drinks. As Uni returns by. All right, hold on. What's next?
Awesome. As you can see,
So,
And as you guys go through your tankards of ale, you find it to be nice and light, quite exquisite.
it's no Bugman's, but it'll do, I suppose.
As Tux stares through the window.
I'm just sitting at a table outside awaiting service. I prefer being in the light rather than being indoors.
He's keeping socially distant.
That too.
Social distancing at its finest.
Fortunately, dwarves have resistance to COVID, so
Good, you'll be rolling at advantage, but you still need to roll. As Delgar goes up to the stairs, you'll notice that it is a nice open place, but since it's the middle of the day, it doesn't get much use. Doesn't see much use.
Duggar
Other
takes
than
this
the 4 of
tape
you that
measure.
are downstairs.
Duggar takes this tape measure. Hey, I don't think these benches are 6 feet apart.
Why would that matter?
I know. Just don't breathe too much on me.
well, one day tall folk will learn to make a window that's dwarven height.
Hey.
Not today, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that there was somebody outside. Are you with the ones in there?
Yes, but I prefer the light. I prefer the fresh air, being outside, listening to the birds, being in the sun, enjoying the day. Oh, hi,
He
Willie.
prefers chickens.
Yeah, do you
Oh,
have any chicken?
You're hungry?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, what can I get you?
Do you have any chicken?
I'll have to check with Sasha.
Okay, well, if
I
you
know
do,
we have mead. I don't
Oh.
know if we have chicken.
well, how am I going to eat mead?
This
Hang
You
on.
offer me food.
I'll be right there. I mean, I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. I'm like, you are here. What?
Excuse me.
This brings a whole
me,
new
sorry.
layer to playing with your food.
I needed
As-
to inspect the merchandise before attempting to eat it.
So you're a merchant?
No, not at all. I just like to make sure that my food is organic and well raised and taken care of properly. And then I'm willing to eat it afterwards. But I mean, if it was horrid conditions, I wouldn't be wanting to eat the food because who knows what's in it. My gods haven't allowed me to purify my own food yet.
You don't look at what's in the sausage. You just eat it.
I don't eat sausage because it's got question marks all over it.
Don't just stare at it. Eat it.
Well, I don't have any food. Who's yelling at me from inside?
It's Patrick Bateman. Oh, Patrick, American Psycho. Felicia,
Ah.
don't just stare at it. Eat it.
See, Falstad's got bored of being inside. Oh, nope.
It's,
Yep. What?
it's a
Oh.
nice structure and all, but it's no dwarven hall.
I know. All this above ground nonsense. All them manlings, all this wide open space. Get attacked at any moment. Ah,
I know,
All
it's
folk these days,
glorious.
they have no
At
respect.
least you don't
for
have to worry about
purity of rock.
cave-ins.
So what's next on our agenda?
I say we
I'm
head
waiting
down
for
to
food.
Food and drink is good and all.
I can catch up.
Who was speaking to the lady in the field?
Oh, I was speaking to something in the field, but
Yeah, she know anything?
I don't know. They kept telling me to fuck off, so I eventually just left.
Oh, as you guys are waiting outside the deck, you will notice that there is a female elf that approaches and
Pulls
takes
the
a
bow.
shot.
Roll initiative.
I didn't mean to do that.
So you'll notice that there's a female elf that is approaching the tavern by the name of Okian.
Hello.
And hello, okay, into you.
I heard there was a adventuring group that needed some long range help.
Yeah, are you good at killing chickens? 'Cause, we definitely need some because I'm hungry and
I can certainly try. I've killed much bigger things. I sure smaller things won't be any trouble.
I mean, I think the lady of the house forgot that I exist.
She seems to be quite preoccupied talking to the hostess. They seem to be trying to figure out how to make the food that you're looking for.
Oh, whoops.
Well, I mean, I can just walk across the little road and bring them one.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I did pay someone for it.
You did? Who?
I
Because
put
you don't
money in
know
a chest.
who. You sure did, but you don't know who that chest belongs to.
Exactly. I gave the money to the town. The town now owes me a chicken.
It is the way.
It is the way of the trade.
It is.
Perfect.
Is that not how it works here?
Sure is. It is now.
I like this town.
Hmm.
Reminds me of home.
All right, I say we sally forth into the center, see what this little hullabaloo is all about.
Sure, I'll join you all in a minute or two. If you look like you're in danger, I'll run right over.
Absolutely.
All right, so as you guys make your way over to the city center, you'll notice that there's a lot of stalls lined up all around, merchants looking at their wares and waiting for customers to approach. You notice that some of them are better off than others, each one having their own individual wares for peddling. And from the northeast, well, east northeast, you guys will be hearing the sounds of a forge as there is a blacksmith that is wailing on his anvil.
Pink, pink.
See, now that reminds me of home.
Delgar kind of like whispers to the dwarves in Dwarvish, kind of like, well, it reminds me of home, but a manling version of it all. Less than good, shoddy craftsmanship, more than likely.
It's not that tall folks' fault that he's less than a dwarven smith.
Aye, true. We all can't be born perfect, but
But
the
no,
manlings
I
do
agree.
try. The manlings do try.
No match for the great forges.
Given your advantage in age, you're bragging against defeating children here. You know that, right?
I mean, maybe. Wink.
Perfect. So, Ironmind, as you walk up to the forge, you will notice that there is a big, large man that is wailing away on the forge, not paying any attention to what's happening around him. To the right of the forge, you'll barely be able to peer out and see over the wood a little child that is playing around. And next to a cart, there seems to be a woman that keeps her eye on that child. Your passives are more than enough for that.
Doesn't seem to be a safe place for a child to play near.
That's why she's not in the forge. She wants to. She keeps looking at it wantingly, but her mother seems to be keeping a close eye on her, making sure that she doesn't wander too close to the fires. Or what you could infer is her mother. Or a very creepy woman.
Delgar will go up and introduce himself to the mother and kind of give a brief synopsis of who he is, and kind of notices her daughter kind of looking, and then offers to take her in front of the forge and discuss what's kind of roughly going on. Maybe pique her interest into forging, but always to be very careful for the great Baylor of Khazar Dune will come out and get you and bring you down to the fires of hell or whatever.
So as Delgar introduces himself to the lady, she's going to look over at him and she's going to say, "Oh, nice to meet you, Delgar. My name is Mona. Don't you worry about my little Annie. She always wants to see what Hans is up to. Her daddy fascinates her, after all."
Wait, who's her daddy?
Hans.
Oh, gotcha. The stopping line over there. Oh, good for you.
Yes. Well, what can I say? He is quite the adventurer. We settled down here after a long time adventuring together. He's much stronger than I am, but well, we decided to settle down in this little community here with our little daughter. What can I say? Once you become a mother, you generally don't wish to go adventuring anymore. After all, if anything were to happen to me or Hans, well, who would look after Annie? Sorry, you don't need to hear my my ramblings and my problems.
Well, I mean, some good orphanage would take her, or perhaps get sold to slavery for a reasonable price. Anything's possible.
My word, what are you saying?
I mean, oh, nothing lost, dwarven honesty in this day and age.
Ah,
Savages and brutality.
Well, he's got his arm crossed and is looking at Delgar very disapprovingly.
Doug kind of turns and look at Willie, just kind of like doing the Delgar's charisma is -2, so
perfect. So she will look a little perturbed by the suggestions, but she's not going to be paying much mind to it. She's going to say, "Well, if you have any business with the town blacksmith, you need some weapons sharpened or armor made, or oh, I don't know, maybe armor fixed, mended. Hans is your man. He gives you a fair price for everything."
Willie seems to suddenly get a good idea, and he veritably runs over to Hans.
All right.
Introduce himself. "Hi, I'm Willie. How's it going, Hans? How much would you charge to make a very large steel flask?"
So as you approach him, he turns around to look at you. "Hey, how's it going, lad? You're looking for a flask?
Big
How
one,
large are
yeah.
we talking?"
To get most of my back. Just enough for a trip.
Sam Regal size.
So you're saying you barely want to be able to carry it?
Yes.
Gotcha. I'm pretty sure I can make something like that if you give me about a day. I'll be able to get that done for you. No problem. Ain't no one better than Hans.
Fantastic. Well, I'll be back, and I'll make sure I'll have How much is that going to be?
Well, tell you what. You and your lot look like you're adventuring types, right?
Not by choice, but yes.
Well, if you help out this little town with problems, go check them. Talk with the mayor. He's gonna set you straight. But if you're able to solve some of these issues, I'll give you a really, really good price. Free.
I speak that language. To the mayor, I go. Thank you, sir.
Anytime, lad. He's going to
wow.
give a wink to the party, and then he's going to return back to his work.
So, Willie's tapping his index fingers together in front of him. We need to talk to the mayor.
Mayor McCheese, is that the that one?
I don't know which one, but we need to find him. Apparently, this is important. And it leads to reduced costs on goods.
I
If you,
do like saving some coin. Perfect. Even though it is for just manling goods, but that's neither here nor there. Okay. Well, let's find this mayor.
Might have wanted to ask the smithy over there. He might have been able to point you in the right direction.
I'm too hungover for thinking clearly.
Excuse me, Mr. Blacksmith.
So as you go up to him, he's going to say, "Ah, little guy. All right, what can I do for you?"
Well, first of all, don't call me little. I'm normal sized. Second of all, which direction is the mayor's house?
Well, yeah. See that house over there? As he points to the one that is between the tavern and what looks like a tall building in the distance.
Oh, that smaller house on the hill there, right?
That's the one.
Right, thank you.
No problem. Glad to be of service. Good day to you all.
Aye, and to you.
As he goes
Swear,
back
if
to
one
his
more person calls
business.
me small, I'm gonna start eyeing up their kneecaps.
So as you guys make your way over there,
It's
inside the
important to
bar,
note here that Willie's 6'8" and he's looking at the dwarves in a funny manner after that was said.
so as you guys are making your way up the hill over to the house, we'll turn over to Tux that is inside of the bar. So as Tux enters the bar, you'll hear the two ladies talking back and forth, and the bartender, she's going to say, "Tell you what, we'll be able to get you some food, but it's going to be a while."
I guess so. You probably have to go find one, skin one, feather it, cut off its head, let the blood run dry. Yeah, I can see that taking a while.
I see you're a man of culture. You know how your way around the kitchen. Would you like a
Yeah.
position?
No, I'm just looking for some nice food. And if you're willing to take a while to cook it properly, I will wait for it.
Oh, mighty fine lad you are. I shall give you an ale on the house for that. Or would you fancy a wine?
Um, no, I don't partake in either of those, but thank you.
Ah, man of the cloth are you?
Yeah, there's a few other people of the cloth. They're normal sized people of the cloth around somewhere. I
Which
seem to be
cloth
the
do you
giant.
fancy?
Oh, the one in Lithuania. That's why I was sitting outside enjoying the sun.
Oh, really? Ha, well, you should really visit our church.
Yeah, which way's the church?
Well, it's
Out
pretty
the door.
pretty easy to find. It's right up in front of the bar,
Up the
right up on
stairs?
the hill.
Oh, all right. So go out the door and then turn.
If you go south, you can't miss it.
I don't know
There,
north from south. Which way's south?
Look on the compass.
Oh no, the player sees the compass.
Oh.
Character doesn't know.
she's going to point out the door,
Right.
and then she's going to point you in the direction that you see on the compass south.
Sounds good. That's fine. Okay, I'll head that way. How long do you figure for the food?
Oh, it should take about, say, about 2 hours.
All right. I'll make my way back. And is there gonna be enough for me and my dwarf friends?
Oh, yes. We're making enough for all.
Oh, perfect.
If you
Sounds
make
good.
your way to the church, the priestess there is Luna.
Oh, she's from the moon. All right. Well, see ya.
And now with the people over. So as you guys make your way over to the mayor's house, you'll notice your buddy Tux coming up behind. Not really going to the same place as you guys are, but you find yourselves in front of a modest house. It seems to be well kept, but pretty small for someone of the stature of a mayor, so to speak.
As Tux approaches, click, 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 click.
Do you wish to knock on the door?
Yeah.
Who knocks?
Fuck it. Falstad will knock.
All right. So as you knock on the door, you will hear a little pitter patter and footsteps inside. And he opens the door. Oh, hello there. And wow, that's a big bunch of you. May I help you?
We're looking for the mayor.
Oh well, you're in luck. You found him. 'Tis I, the one and only Vonil.
Von Hill.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Well, we've heard you've had a spot of trouble with thieves and have put out a notice,
Oh
and the notice has
my.
been entered.
You're all adventurers. Oh, how wonderful. Please, 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 come in, come in.
Stump.
Don't be shy. All of you are welcome.
Oh, I mean, what could go wrong? Getting all of us in one spot, all crammed.
Thank you for joining me. That's all. That's all of you. Okay. And then he closes the door.
Do you have anything to drink?
Um, no, we have a tavern for that.
Oh, this is a sad house.
It's right. It's right that way. It's to the east. You can't miss it. It's pretty big.
We're looking. Is this man a halfling?
The man in front of you.
Yes, the man.
Yes.
Mm.
Is he taller than us? I don't think
Actually,
I-
actually,
he's
sorry,
a
sorry. He's a gnome. He's a gnome, not a
Ah.
halfling. A gnome.
No.
He's still gigantic.
yeah.
He's one of the bigger gnomes.
Does he talk like this? No.
So as he welcomes you all inside, he is going to say, look, everybody in town has had something missing, one thing or another. It's really troublesome, and we have no idea what is causing this, who is stealing it. But a lot of us have lost a lot of possessions, and we are willing to pay. We don't have a lot, but we are willing to pay adventurers if they're willing to lend us a hand. Um, a lot of people have been telling me that at night they hear footsteps out in the back, southeast of town. There is a path that led over to a crossroads, but right now it's been blocked off after a landfall has taken down some trees and some boulders on it. Uh can't really tell you much more than that, but they said that they've heard some of them. Actually, I think it was Annie. I don't know what Annie was doing up so late. Sorry, Annie is a little girl. She is the daughter of the blacksmith Ans. Uh, she's a troublesome child. That one, she doesn't like to listen and just goes and does whatever she wants. Anyway, here I am prattling over and over. No, sorry. So voices, right? She heard giggles, laughter, something like that during the night she says that there were footsteps. We haven't been able to locate anything like that to say that she's right or wrong. You know how kids are. Maybe they see things, maybe they hear things. I don't know. maybe it's something that is of importance and use to you adventurers. I figured I may as well bring it up just in case. Uh, but yeah, if if you're all willing to give us a hand and you know, help us out, I'll, we would be extremely thankful. I'll be able to we'll be able to pull together a reward for all of you to don't never say that, you know, Laron doesn't honor their adventurers, because we do. We have quite a few of them. Actually, the last adventurers that came through decided to settle down inside of our town. Good old Ans and Mana. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, that is exactly the quest that we're looking for adventurers for. And since you guys are adventurers and you came to us, I'm assuming that's what you're here for. So yes, please accept.
I thank you,
So-
Mayor Verbosity. We'll totally accept this mission.
You
Oh,
have wine and we have
thank you.
weapons.
I have a question. Have you found any markings on the ground or footsteps or anything to go along with those sounds you were hearing?
Honestly, no, but we're not adventurers. We don't know what exactly to look for. We just have the words of Annie to go off of. So
So
he
you
starts
have
shrugging as he looks like
So
he doesn't
Hans and
exactly know.
Mons, the retired adventurers, haven't taken a look around. They've just stayed home.
Ans and Mona, they don't seem to be doing a lot of going around. They seem to be mostly focused on the business as well as their daughter. That's what the mayor is going to be telling you guys. That even
Good.
though that they are ex-adventurers, they haven't really been able to help out with that particular task, as they do not wish to endanger their little daughter in any way, shape, or form. So as a result, they haven't asked them to look into this at all. So they are at the mercy of traveling adventurers that are willing to take part inside of this.
You've had valuables go missing in the night, stolen by thieves, footsteps heard to the southeast of town, along with giggling reported by a child. Is that the up and down of it?
That's yeah. You got it. Yeah, that's pretty much all.
And you expect well, you believe it's an external threat to the village, and not a thieving member of the village itself.
Oh God.
I know it's an unfortunate
Couldn't be
prospect
one
to
of,
consider, but I merely asked to clarify.
I hope it's not one of us. Oh God,
Well,
no, we've been together for far too long, and everybody in town has had things missing. No, can't be one of us.
You said that
And
this child is a troublemaker. Could she be making these things up and taking these items?
I mean, Annie could, but I don't see how. Her mother and her father are very, very adamant about keeping her like they have a very tight leash on her, so to speak, figuratively. They do not actually keep her on a leash. They're very coddling parents. They try to be around her at every point in time during the day. They are very strange in that regard, so I strongly doubt that they would actually let her out of their sight.
How about at night?
Oh, even at night, we lock our doors. But then again, how do things go missing if we lock our doors? And then you see him start thinking to himself, being really pensive and a little bit down.
Well, you climb in a window and then you end up in the abbot's cellar and you drink too much and you get caught at 9. These things happen.
You go to the abbot's cellar to drink?
Ah, he's got all the good wine.
Why? Oh, well, that makes good. You know, you make a good point. Huh,
It's about the
I
window
understand.
crawling.
It's worth considering that the child is a troublemaker, but I think there is a difference between being rebellious at a young age and being a successful sneak thief. At the very least, if the child is the one that's been hearing the things we have to investigate, it bears worth talking to her nonetheless. Or at
Right.
least talking to her parents.
Oh,
Either
but of
or.
course, if you wish, by all means. I don't know where to start. I'm not an adventurer. simply take care of the town.
Do you think the mother would be open to us talking to their child?
I don't see why not. All of our resources are at your disposal. Feel free to inquire.
Thank you for your time.
Why, thank you, adventurers, and I hope you're able to fix this issue for me. Please. And he opens the door for you guys. And as that happens, over to Tux. Tux, you find yourself in front of the Church of Lathander. You'll recognize the symbol on the door as the one of Lathander.
I stand in front of the door.
You do stand in front of the door.
I open the door into my face.
You open the door on your face. Yep.
I go in to pray.
As you step inside, as you pass the doorway, give me a perception.
Whoop. All right, let me back myself up.
Yep.
I'll hit a perceive roll. I think I did okay.
Okay. So as you go inside, you will notice on at the first pew to your right that there is a little twinkle on the ground.
I sit at this pew.
Behind, you'll notice that twinkle behind the pew.
I will sit at the edge of the pew and reach behind, inconspicuously praying because I see another being in the building.
Sure. So as you reach down behind the pew, you will notice that on the ground is a what looks like a gold ring with a green gem on it.
All right. Well, based on looking at your screen, I reach under the pew instead of over the pew
Yep.
to grab it and then pretend like I'm tying my shoe.
Give me a sleight of hand.
Oh, that's easy. I actually have dex, so this might work. Oh, I got first.
So you start tying your shoe, and
All my
as you pick up this this object off the ground, it starts to escape your hand, start hitting the ground several times, making quite a bit of noise as you pick it back up, and then start whistling nonchalantly as if nothing happened.
Tink, 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 rattle, rattle.
And as you do that, you'll notice that the girl in front of the altar, she looks up from the book and she looks at you staring.
Hello, you must be Luna. I was told to go in your general direction. Praise be to Lathander.
Oh, you're a follower of Lathander.
Well, yes.
Oh,
Can
how
you not
nice to
see
meet
this
another
holy
man.
symbol upon me?
Why, no, you're a little bit too far for me to be able to tell.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get it stand into the light of Lathander and show you.
Ah, I see, yes. One of ours, a man of the cloth. Good
Yes.
to see. What were
What
you
page are you on in
doing
that book?
back there?
Oh, I
Oh,
was just. No, you go. You go first. You speak.
I was on page 35 of the Book of Lathander.
Oh, yeah. I see that.
Now, what were you doing back there?
Well, I went to sit and pray, but then I lost the ring that was on my finger. It's gotten a little loose. I lost a little bit of weight, so it just fell off, and then it went clanging all over the place. And I don't know.
Ah, you wear your ring on top of your gloves?
Yeah, it's it's a little different. Usually, it stays on better that way because the leather of the glove makes it stick a little better. But I don't know. I was waiting on food. I was just at the bar. They're the ones who actually told me to come this way.
Oh, why?
Oh, because I'm a man of the cloth, and you're a
Oh,
person of cloth,
of
and
course. Yes, that makes sense.
Lathander.
Of course. So, what brings you to our small remote church of Lathander? Are you on a pilgrimage?
No, I'm here to keep my tall dwarves safe.
As you say that, she looks around the room. I'm sorry. Are they imaginary?
Oh no, they're. I think they were visiting the house next to this building. I don't know who lives there. I didn't get involved. They got pulled
Oh,
in for something, so I came here.
oh well, the house next door is the mayor's house.
Oh, I guess they must know the mayor. I must talk to them about that.
Of course. But if you're here to keep an eye on your dwarven friends and you're here talking to me instead, are you not doing your job?
Oh no, there was extra people there with the dwarves. I'm sure they'll be fine. I wasn't worried about it. They looked like they were pretty capable of defending them in case the mayor did something interesting. But I don't think the mayor would be doing that kind of thing. So I don't know why I'd be mentioning that. But you never know.
We are not um we're
Adventurers.
we're not people that would oh hello, that must be one of your
Ah, yes, that's Iron Mind.
ah I see, so you do exist. Ah,
Yes, there are more.
Side
They
check.
just show up whenever my imagination needs one of them. Now I am going to bring forth, I believe, a half elf or an elf through the door momentarily. Oh, look at that! Yep, Lathander praise be unto them. And there's the second dwarf. Yep, that's Delgar. Yep. Thank you for joining us in the Church of Lathander.
So that's what this place is.
Yes. Now I don't know where our third dwarf and monk went. Oh, nope. Looks like Iron Mind's out of here. Had enough of the church. All right. Perhaps Falstad will show up. I'm not sure. Sometimes whenever I call their names, they just come walking through the door. Oh, there we go. Perfect. As expected. I would like to thank the GM for not changing his screen.
Churches are such strange places.
They are. You say the name of a being and they come through the door sometimes.
I noticed that she's not a dwarf.
No, she was one of the capable ones I thought could defend the doors in my stead while I was off from here
Ah,
for a few moments.
I see.
You've
Excuse
taken me a
me.
lot of my time. I must go.
Uh, um, okay. The light of Lathander be with you.
And you.
I regret nothing.
Hello.
Ah, well, this is one of your Thorfolk churches.
Yes. This is the Church of Lathander.
Who's that then?
Hey, Lathander, sounds like someone who owes me money.
I beg your pardon? Gods don't owe anything to anyone.
Well, they owe us all salvation or whatever they have me doing for all the suffering they make in this world. Oh,
But the gods don't cause the suffering, it's the people in it that do.
I mean, well, that's your belief, perhaps. But if they were all righteous and powerful, they would never have all this stuff. But anyway, his his
Are you
charisma.
not the man of the cloth?
Oh, I am. But we serve something that's a bit more tactile. I'm the Forge Lord.
But is he not a god? Is he not a deity?
Aye, he is. But he grants us with the power of forging. Aye, that exists and it's right and it's true.
Right. I see. I understand.
Hmm.
What is the difference between that and what Ans is doing?
Duggar goes, You need to make
Perfect.
that. You need to make that like a built-in emote /
Shrug?
Yeah.
I think we have something along those
Get
lines. Let me check the emotes real quick. We do.
Yes.
If you do / in chat / E and then space shrug, it should give you a shrug emote.
Yes. Oh, that's
If you wish
so-
to see a list of emotes, if you open up the cog menu in the top right, you should see a emotes button. And inside of there, you have a list of every single one of the emotes that we have available, along
Oh,
with
that's fantastic.
the command
Oh.
to use them.
It's absolutely brilliant.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, okay, commands, got him.
Yes.
Anyway, so your priestessness. Would you happen to know anything about the goings-ons about town with everyone's stuff missing?
She is going to look at you and I'm afraid I don't know much. Um, only what only what I hear from the mayor.
Hmm.
I have very few possessions, so I do not have anything that goes missing. Nothing that is of value. Everything that is mine belongs to Lathander as well.
Hmm. Sounds like he should share the wealth or something. Anyways. Okay, well.
Ooh,
No,
what is a
definitely.
Lathander?
Lathander is a god. He is god of righteousness.
Oh, well, it can
So
keep that.
at this point, Willie's come in. I'm assuming that door is about average height, so he has to bend down to get in. He hears Lathander's a god, and he does a hard eye roll and goes and sits in the back pew.
I see you have many colorful friends that you bring into Lathander's establishment.
What we call a bunch of self-righteous d-bags, which is always enjoyable. But yeah, they're definitely on the spectrum in some way, shape, and/or form, which is why we're all men of the cloth.
Ah, I see. It's understandable.
Aye. Alrighty. Well, your priestessness, thank you for your time. I think I'll start to go out and potentially look to solve the riddle of the missing things.
Oh, but of course. May the light of Lathander be with you,
Yeah.
fair
Also
adventurers.
with you.
May the sun ever shine on your face.
Oh, why thank you. That is so kind of you.
Mm. I need to find a way to bind that to a button, a quick button.
So he shoots a glance to Falgar, Delgar, and Okin and says, "Whose idea was it to go in there? I left the monastery to get away from those people."
You tall folks certainly have some interesting concepts for gods.
Aye. Pretty soon there'll be gods of grass and rocks and all sorts of things.
Just have
Hmm.
yet to find one that seems very practical.
No.
Righteousness. What's the
Aye.
point of righteousness?
Aye. Oh, you know these
Mhm.
manlings. Are we so righteous? Well, look at me, I'm all righteous. Aye.
Well, Lathander's also a god of the sun. I think the sun's been proven useful so far. You hear from just over the hill.
Who needs sun when you live underground?
It's true.
They
Who
could
needs
have
plants
led
and
with
light?
that.
I prefer
Said,
I
Where
prefer
would you
soul
get
and
your
earth.
barley?
Mm.
Mm, that's a strong
Ah.
argument right there.
And a few glowworms wouldn't solve.
I
So what did
really
the
hope
mayor
that
have to
works.
say?
I wouldn't want to live in a world without barley and its products.
What did the mayor say? I wasn't there.
There's been some thieving here about, which we already know. Apparently, they were coming from potentially the southeast, or footsteps were heard there overnight time, and the next person that would probably be best to talk to regarding this investigation would be the daughter of the blacksmith, who reported hearing giggling around the time said nighttime sneak thief was active.
Oh, did we
Good.
figure out what's been stolen?
A bunch of valuable things scattered across the disparate households of the town.
Why don't we
Nothing in
just go
particular.
hide and wait until nighttime and see who shows up and then grab them?
Not all is guaranteed that they'd come this night, or even that they'd come to the place we hid. Not
Aye,
to say
plus,
that we cannot do that. It's certainly a strategy. Ambush would be very successful.
I'd recommend possibly speaking to various people, find out which places have been hit. Whichever hasn't been hit possibly might be the next place they would go to.
Want to find out the source of this giggle and speak to the little girl at least. Excuse me, miss.
So as you approach Mona once more, she greets you kindly. Yes.
Uh, we heard mention of the fact that it's your daughter that has some information about the nighttime sneak thief wandering hereabouts.
Oh,
Is
yes, of course. Annie does Yes, that is quite. Does he always do that?
He has his moments of weirdness.
I I see. Yes. Well, Annie is the one that has been telling us about what's been happening. But yeah, if you wish to speak to her, Annie, and she calls up around the corner. Annie is going to look. Yes, mother. She comes rushing forth. Oh, are you kids too?
Hey,
Can we play?
Yeah.
I love
What are we
playing.
playing?
I
What are we
love
playing?
playing. I love playing. I
What are we
love
playing?
playing. I love playing. I love playing. I love playing.
Barstad's right eye starts twitching ever so slightly.
yeah.
What are we playing?
Oh, let's play hide and seek. Let's play hide and seek. Let's play hide and seek. Let's play hide and seek.
So we play 5 times?
We can play all day. We can play all day. We can play all day.
Oh, yeah, but first, Annie, we need to find out a wee bit of something. We're kind of wondering if you could tell us a wee bit more about the things you had going on at night when people report stuff missing.
I'm Annie.
Hi, lass, I know. That's adorable. But if you could tell good old Uncle Delgar about what you heard and anything you could potentially let us know, it'd be splendid.
I'm this many. And she holds out 4 fingers.
Ah, okay, alrighty then. And
Do you remember giggling at all? You know, laughter.
I giggle all the time.
does
But-
anybody remember laughter? Simple.
I
Did you-
remember. I did it just now.
Did you hear someone else doing it? Perhaps when it was dark outside.
Oh,
Somewhere outside
yeah.
the houses.
The other voices. They were funny.
Yes, the other voices. Yeah, can you tell us a little bit more about them?
Uh,
This
they
What?
were from that way. I heard them from that way. I think. I'm
Play
Annie.
Did you play hide and seek with them too?
No, mommy won't let me go outside at night. And then she looks down sad.
So they were hiding too well. Mommy wouldn't let you.
I mean, I guess that's possible. You don't let me do anything fun.
Well, you were just jumping around having a good time there for a second. I'm doing some sort of weird dance in front of you on the ground here, trying to look you in the eye.
Yeah. You're funny. I like you. Who are you? I'm Annie.
I'm Tux. I'm Tux.
Nice to meet you, Tux.
You too, Annie.
What do you do?
I have fun.
Oh, me too. You want to have fun with me?
Not today.
Oh,
Annie, do you think you could show us where you hear those voices? If your mom would let you show us where they are?
I mean, I didn't see, but I heard. Mommy, can I go with them? And then she is going to look over at you guys and she's going to say, oh, fine. Oh, but don't go too far. I want to keep my eyes on her at all points in time. Is that understood?
Hey, fair enough.
Watching you.
We'll take your 4-year-old daughter out and with a pack of strangers to look for some potentially dangerous
Oh,
stuff and
good
drop her
God.
off.
Now I have to babysit.
You could certainly come along with us if you're able to.
That's okay. I'll stay here. That's one of the limitations of our software right now is we can't move multiple NPCs at the same time. So if you want to have the NPCs moving, you're going to need one of them at a time.
Like you need to implement /follow.
Yeah,
One
I
NPC
know.
can follow another. Just make a train.
So she is going to lead the way a little bit up the hills.
Lead the way, Annie. Let's let the little 4-year-old child lead the way.
Willie runs up behind her, picks her up, and sets her on his shoulders and says,
Oh,
"I'm
she
your
just
noble
she
steed."
just runs right off.
She does? Okay, she's gone. Okay.
She just
Requires
jumps
higher
in,
strength
jumps,
score,
and
too.
jumps.
My gosh, that's terrifying. A 4-year-old child just running off into the wild.
And then she is going to say, "This is around the area where I heard things. Can't be sure, but I think it was around here. I'm this many." And then she was out 4.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
I like you too. You're concerned about me. You're nice. Yay! More friends. Yay!
Could I look around for tracks?
Sure. Give me a survival roll.
Is there anything else obvious, like scratches on rocks or anything else that might be available through investigation or perception?
You guys are gonna have to give me survival rolls. Whoever thinks.
How do you roll for survival?
So on the bottom, you click on the wisdom. That'll pop up your menu of abilities and saves, and go to survival and click.
Okay.
All right. So as you guys start looking, Willie tries to look for scratches. Okian tries to look for tracks. Delgard tries to look for things, but gets a little bit lost into what he's trying to find. As you look around, Okian is going to notice that there are actually some footprints in the ground right by the bushes.
As I glide around on my knee.
And more footprints. As she points them out to people.
Am I supposed to be seeing them on the screen?
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
go
they're
to
just
Tux,
showing up by me.
if you go to Tux, you'll see the footprints on the ground.
I see them now. Here we go.
Mm.
I point them out.
There's very few of them, and Willie is going to notice that quite a few of them look like they have claws.
So, how many claws are there?
There seems to be one per toe.
One
So
per toe.
these tracks seem to be bare feet tracks, and bear not BEAR, BARE.
Okay. So Willie looks to Oki and he says, "What do you think these are?" And he runs his finger along the single claw. They're not regular humanoids.
She kneels down and inspects the tracks.
Give me a nature check. So you look around and you think you know, but you can't quite place it. You think that it could be something draconic.
Okay. I can't tell you the exact species, but it seems to be something that's possibly draconic. I've come across these tracks before, but I can't remember exactly what they're from.
At least it looks like they're small. That
Well,
should
looks
keep
to
us
it,
from.
yeah. If the footsteps lead further up this ridge, then it bears investigation. We may be able to find a camp of them, whatever these beasties may be.
Aye. Good
So as you
adventure.
guys are discussing, Annie starts jumping up and I'm bored. Let's play. play.
She should go home.
Play.
Willie says as he points at
play.
the girl.
I'll bring the girl back. I'll meet you guys back up here.
Noted.
Annie, why don't you come along with me? We'll go see your mama.
I want to play. I want to play. I want to play. I want to
Willie
play.
grimaces, and I'm just not drunk enough for this.
We'll play later. We need to go see what these things are making noises at night so you can sleep better.
Aw. Okay.
Promise we'll come back to play.
Okay. And then Annie starts running off. All excitedly as she jumps all the way down, all the way back home, all the way to her mommy.
Able to basically jump over my head.
He's got some strong legs.
It's
Kid
a
is
flea
very
child.
hyper. Kid is very hyper. Mother is going to look at you and she's going to thank you for bringing her back safely. And then they're going to start conversing and playing together.
You're welcome. She was very helpful. Thank you.
She's going to nod and smile. All right.
Does Willie see any tracks continuing up here?
You do not.
Okay.
Even the tracks that Okian pointed out, they seem to be quite washed away. So it seemed like it's been quite some time since those tracks were made.
Can I
And-
see what direction they were coming from? Like,
Oh yeah,
what direction
you will
belonged?
notice that they do go in the direction where Willie is right now.
I
So
shall
the
follow
tracks
them.
did go continued up the hill. But since you don't know exactly how far up, because they seem to have stopped right where you last saw them, you don't know exactly just where those tracks went.
Can I once again look around for anything that would indicate that there's been an animal around, snapped twigs
mean,
or anything like that?
Sure, give me a perception as you look around. All right, so as you start looking around, you notice that something doesn't seem to sit quite right with you, and you don't know exactly why. And as you go a little bit towards the giant boulder that is in front of you, something catches your eye from the ground. There seems to be a shine on the ground that catches your eye. As you kneel down, you get closer and you're able to see that close to the rock, there seems to be a pendant on the ground. Gold
Ooh, hello,
pendant,
red one.
the red rock.
Is there ability to pick it up, or just I gotta kneel down beside it?
Oh, you can just tell me that you want to pick it up.
I'll pick it up.
All right, so as you kneel down, you pick up the pendant and it vanishes off the ground and into your inventory. You now have a pendant.
Okay. I'll show it to the rest of the group.
You guys all see a gold pendant with a red rock on it.
Are there any identifying characteristics, or is it just like a garnet stone and gold?
Give me an investigation. All right, so as you turn over the garnet stone on the other side, you'll notice that there is an initial on it. The initial is D.
Look at this, everyone. Have we met anyone in town with a name starting with D?
Doug raises his hand.
I know we met Delgar. Self-identified.
As Tuck says.
Well, I don't think that's Delgar's, or he would have told us already.
Delgar, is that yours?
He looks closely at it. I don't know. I don't think so. I would not. It's a wee bit brutish for me to wear, but no, it's not.
There's probably someone in town that is called beginning with a D, though I can't say I've met them yet.
Hey,
At the very least, it means that our thief was indeed here. Somewhere. Question
Oh.
is which direction they went in.
Are we just looking for jewelry?
And the person that's been spiriting them away.
Oh, well, I did find a ring in the church, hidden under the pew.
That might have been helpful to know about earlier.
Well, nobody mentioned what we were looking for.
People have been stealing valuables.
I don't know if this ring is valuable. I'll pull it out and show it to everybody and inspect it. And
Does it have any inscribing marks or initials itself?
I know it had a green gem on it.
So as you turn it around and you look on the inside of it, it indeed also has the exact same initial as is on the pendant.
hey, so there's
Seem
a
it has
bunch
the
of
same
thieves
deed.
around here.
Yeah.
So the same person's been getting robbed.
Aye, they did say that multiple people had lost a variety of items. Yes. Coincidence? Finding the items from a same set and same owner.
Unless the thief is putting the letter T on everything they're stealing.
That could be so, but how would they get their stolen goods inside the Church of Lavender?
Hey, and this is the worst thief ever, too, by the way.
So does Willie looked at it? Does it look like it's been scratched in, or is it an actual like engraving from a jeweler?
No, it looks like an actual engraving from a jeweler. It doesn't seem like it's something that it was scratched in a hurry.
Maybe the thief
All
is
right.
a jeweler.
We should, if we can find out who owns these, we should see if that ring was lost during church or if it's one of the items that went missing at the same time as this necklace.
We should probably put that away and continue on because the tracks were already old and we don't know how far away the thieves are at this point.
I put the ring back on my finger.
Well, how would we describe it? Two directions, maybe. We can, I don't know, double back over the cliff edge over in that direction to the east, see if there's anything up and over the other side of the hill, or if we head west, we can follow this ridge line round and see if there's anything up the top of that hill. Both ways lead to hills.
So as you guys spend time talking around this area, I would like everybody.
Everybody to what? It cut out.
It's a good time to cut out. Alex.
Sorry, everybody an Arcana roll.
Oh, like everybody.
My bad.
My initiative? Like we dying?
Boy, Duggar is not
Yeah, I'm not.
the high roller. Yeah, I'm not taking him to Vegas anytime soon.
All right, so Willie, as you guys have been talking here for a while, you noticed something out of the ordinary with the rock behind you. It doesn't seem to be the exact same way as all the other rocks. As you approach it, you notice a little shimmer. However, you also notice that if you touch it, it feels exactly the same as a rock. You can't quite put it because you've not been trained in the arcane arts to be able to figure out what exactly it is, but you know that something just ain't right. Just can't put your finger on it.
I will give.
You all watch Willie filling the wall. He looks back at the dwarves and says, "Do any of you know what's going on here? This rock isn't right."
Well, you kind of go up to some. Use stone cunning. Use our history check.
Sure.
So,
as our
plus,
dwarf,
so
as
plus,
a dwarf that is very good at history and knows everything about every single rock out there, he is able to start telling you about every single one of the rocks in the area, their composition, everything, up until this big one. As soon as we get to this big one, he's like, "This is a class that I skipped in school."
Are you sure you didn't fall asleep while it was happening?
Well, you know, in my country, I'm called Yarg, which basically means an axe idiot. But well, nobody's perfect.
What's this nature of the stone you found? What is it? It's just a boulder, is it not?
Willie's pointing out the shimmering section and running his hands over it to try to make it easier for them to figure out what's going on, if that gives any advantage check at all.
Yeah, you find that you have all the information that you based off of what you guys have rolled. You have all the information.
Okay.
It's not a good day to be a dwarf.
Yeah,
I find this really funny. That's the alcoholic monk that managed to pick this out. It's ridiculous.
Take my
Right.
warhammer, just gently tap the head against the rock.
Yep. As you tap your hammer against a rock, it seems to be making a strange sound, even though it feels like a rock. You can't quite place why, but for some reason, to you, it feels strange. It feels like a foreign rock that you've never felt ever.
All right, I'll give you credit. There's definitely something strange about this. That is.
So, do you know anything about the Arcana? You're a priest.
That's not the way a rock like this should sound. I rolled an Arcana check for this. I tried. I got a 17. Woo.
Yeah, it's a very high Arcana roll for this.
I don't know.
Sadly, 17 is not enough.
Oof.
Doesn't seem quite right. We've got the necklace here. If you press the necklace against the rock, does that do anything? Likewise with the ring.
I pushed the ring against the rock.
As you push the ring against the rock, you feel like there's a ring against the rock.
Mm.
Does it look
Maybe
like
there's
a slot for the ring?
No. As you
maybe a
look around,
magic
it doesn't
word.
look.
We know that
Oh,
rock is
staring at a
unnatural.
rock.
Still seems awfully weird that the tracks kind of, well, come up this way and
All right. Willie grew up having to strike stones to toughen his hands, so the edge right where the shimmer is, where it would appear that this effect is ending right at that exact crease, he's going to hit it as hard as he can 3 or 4 times and see if he chips anything off.
Sure.
Alrighty.
So as you start striking the rock, you keep full power into your every single one of your punches, but it just doesn't seem to be doing anything.
All right, so
You could swear that generally you'd be able to crack boulders at the very least, like have a little bit of a ridge happening on them or something like that with the force behind your punches because you're trained to hit those. But this particular boulder doesn't seem to be able to give in any way, shape, or form, which is kind of strange.
All right.
But then again, so is the shimmer.
Something is definitely fucking with us.
hey, I don't like it a bit. I wonder if
it's
there's a
magic.
secret word we have to use or something. And Delgard goes, D, like this out loud.
As you say out D, right out, it echoes into the valley, but nothing else happens.
Does anyone speak Draconic?
Can't say
The
that I do.
tracks?
Aye, yeah, no, I said the Draconic in nature, though the language eludes me.
I say the word friend in Celestial Common, Elder Sylvan, and Undercommon.
As you speak friend in every single one of those languages, nothing seems to happen other than you speaking in every single language.
Ah, God, the tongues have overtaken him.
How about filthy thief?
In what language?
Dwarvish is the only one.
You say filthy thief in Dwarvish, and your dwarven friends smirk at you, I'm guessing.
The ring did nothing. Does the amulet do anything? Blasted boulders.
Does Okian do anything with the amulet?
Nope.
All right.
What if we combine the amulet and the ring into one?
We could try. I
Wrap
pull
with a
out.
touch or interlink.
I pull out the necklace and see if there's a clasp or something, so that way you can put the ring onto it.
So
I
as
think
you
that
both put your jewelry one on top of the other, the jewelry is on top of each other, and there doesn't seem to be a way to combine it into a megabot.
so.
Dude,
Willie
I'm
reaches
thinking
over
to-
and taps Okian a few times drunkenly. Hey, hey, wait, no, no. This is like some like back door or something. We should go. We should look around. It's magic. None of us are going to be able to do anything to it. I can crack boulders and nothing's happening. And maybe we should go back to the tavern and think about this and get another round.
Find out who owns the things belonging to D.
What if I'd like to attempt to wear both of them, see if it does anything, and then touch the rock, try and walk through the rock.
Sure. So as you put the ring on and the amulet start looking very fancy, you go up to the rock, you put your hand on a rock, and you feel like it's a rock.
This is just a plain old rock, but I feel good in this stuff. It shines in the light of Lathander just beautifully.
It looks good on you. You should keep it.
I think I will
You
for
feel
now until
a
we figure
lot.
out who
You
this
feel
was.
very
It
fancy.
needs to go back to its owner.
Yes,
and
I'm its current
we need
owner
to get
until we
next.
find out who it really belongs to.
Alright, we're all of the mind that this rock is definitely weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Delgar is going to look for a button or switch because while jumping on the rock, there is definitely some clipping, which I can
Yeah.
see inside the rock.
Yep.
But
By all
yes,
means.
I would definitely like to look for a button or switch.
By all means, give me a perception.
Oh boy. All right. Okay. Go. Jesus.
So much like your history with rocks, you also skipped the class where to find the magic switch on rock.
That's why the little ladies don't like me. I can never find that magic button.
Delgar, what are you doing? Okian asks.
Can Willie attempt to help him since he mentioned a magic button?
Sure, Delgar, you can roll again so we can take it at advantage with the best of the two rolls.
Okay. All right. Hey, it's
All
slightly
right.
better.
So with a 14, as you look around, Willie starts pointing out some creases where something could be. As you put your hand around through it and you feel around the rock, you notice that there doesn't seem to be anything to activate it, like no switches, no levers, no buttons. It seems to be just a rock.
Let's see, rock.
I gotta go check on my chicken.
As Tux walks off.
At the very least, the view up here is fantastic.
It seems it's gotten better maybe over time.
Crap.
Well, it seems the other one is going to the tavern. You might as well join him.
I like the way you think.
As Delgar peers into the distance, he notices lands that are to be seen.
There's some strange force keeping me out of going any further. I have no desire to go any further.
Tux, could you bring back a bottle of whiskey, and I'll keep looking, and then maybe
You
find
found
out.
your way up here too.
My, what a big gray lake that is.
Sure. I'm just wondering who lit this candle during the day.
Great. Somebody who was more hungover than me?
Huh. Wonder where everybody's going.
So you'll
Check
notice
on my
that most of the dwarves are just frolicking along the mountain path,
Yeah, I see that.
checking out the rocks,
That's a
Gotta
dwarf thing.
Dwarves
ascertain the quality
frolicking.
of rocks.
That's a
trying to
terrifying mental
date
image.
them.
Chully chula. Beautiful though.
Oh.
Sweet.
We have found VH.
All right, so I'll stop you right there, Tux. So as you make your way into the square, you'll notice that this guy starts having his eye on you. Hey, you there?
Yes.
What you doing with my stuff?
Oh, perfect. You're the person I'm looking for.
You the thief? You've been
Why
stealing
would I
from
be
me?
Why would I be wearing the things? That's the worst thief ever.
I ain't saying you're smart.
I'm not saying you are, but I am going to be giving this back to you. What is your name?
What? My name's Dorning.
Ah, well, that lines up then. What is the inscription on the inside of this ring?
The initial of my name, of course.
Which is?
Dornig.
It doesn't say Dornig. No, try again.
This is the initial, you dumbass.
Yeah, it doesn't say the initial either.
The initial D, you dumbass.
Oh, D for dumbass. That must be you. Here you go.
As he rips the jewelry out of your hand, he is very bitter about this. He seems, if you look around the stalls, you'll notice that his stalls seem to be the wealthiest, and he seems to be the wealthiest chap in the area to begin with. Everything that he has on seems to be like jewelry as far as the eye can see.
Sounds like a good target.
Seems like a very plump target to pick.
Oh, seems the rest of my party's made it here. They can vouch for me.
Hell, all you guys want.
A reward for giving you back your stuff?
My stuff. What the hell should I be giving you shit for it?
Well, I'm just going to take a piece of bread then. We shall break bread together.
Like hell you will.
All right, I'll just break bread by myself.
That's my shit. Hey, hands off. Slaps your hand away.
That's
money
fine.
first.
I just paid you with a ring and a necklace.
Which was mine already.
You no proof. Nobody here to corroborate your story. I have 4 or 5 people here to corroborate my story.
Willie shows up at this point, and it's obvious he's about to break someone's fingers for stealing bread. Very, very obvious.
So Willie is lawful good?
Oh, yes.
Perfect. So
Put
he
the bread
Droning,
back.
I was just going to take I didn't. I've left it there. As you can see, it's all still in that box and a bit on that table.
good.
What's this fella's name, owner of the stuff?
Yeah, why don't you talk to these people? They're better talkers than me.
Said no one ever.
As he
know,
puts
right?
as he puts his ring on his finger, and he's all looks sneering down at you. What do you want?
Your name, first of all.
My
Well, thank
eyes
you.
are up here.
Yeah, so who cares about your eyes? I mean, just look at that.
He's
How are
creepy.
you guys not doing anything about that?
Trying to hold herself from slapping him across the face.
I mean, am I right?
You had your stuff stolen and now it's returned, sir. What is your name?
Jonig.
Dornig.
Yeah. Why?
His name is the present tense of doing it.
Why are you looking for me?
You had stuff missing, did you not?
I did.
We've been hired to return the stuff.
Ah, good. Did you find the thieves too?
Working on it, that's why we are here. When did your stuff go missing?
Well, lost this ring. Let's see, when did I go to church? I think it was yesterday, the day before. I don't remember. I generally don't pay attention. I just go there for her. Ah, that face on that girl. Gotta tell you, she gets my motor pumping, if you know what I mean.
Hey, what's a ghoul?
What was that?
Aye, you heard me. You're quite the ghoulish lad.
Gotta say some of my face.
Oh,
You're quite the ghoulish lad. Yes, jump up to say.
I don't understand. What does he mean? What do you mean by get your motor going?
Motor?
This guy didn't understand, huh? Well, you know, when
judging by context, I think he wants to fuck the priestess.
Aye.
this guy gets it. That's okay. You're probably looking at you, probably vowed something or other of celibacy, or I don't know, something like that, right? Am I right? Am I right?
He turns around and promptly walks towards the tavern.
Yeah, get that drink on, boy. That'll loosen you up.
Well, clearly he's not taken a vow against alcohol, and who can blame him?
I know, it's good stuff. Trust me.
Hey,
If you get it to
what
her,
about your amulet?
Oh.
When did that go missing? You lost your
Amulet.
ring in the church, fine, but the amulet?
Amulet, huh? Well, that one I was gonna give as a present, but went missing last week. I think it was last week.
Aye, present for who? Whom?
What do you think? I gave it to her, but fucking thief stole it before I could.
Why would you give her a necklace with your initial on it, not hers?
Everything that is made for me has my initial. Just because it's mine. I mean, I was gonna put my initial on her. If you know what I mean.
Okian glares at him with daggers in her eyes.
She's feisty too. I like her.
Tosses her short sword to catch it.
Yeah, I wanted to get a present made for her, so got this necklace done, but well, went missing. But now that you guys have found it for me, be able to give it to her. Oh yeah.
It's not a pearl necklace. Come, you trade see that, eh?
No, it's just gold.
You might want to go see a cleric and get that sorted out.
I mean, that's what she is. What do you think I'm doing?
Alright. Who we got to work with? We had Boulder, odious man. Cleric.
Sorry, was that about a boulder?
What do you know about boulders?
They're rocks. Trip over them. Their boulders are bigger rocks. Kind of body check them. What is there to know?
Well, that answers any questions I would have asked.
Huh. All right.
What else?
Saw you guys going up to the mountain path. Hell, what were you guys doing up there?
Looking for thieves.
Think the thieves went to the mountain path?
We found your amulet by the mountain path, so yes. Yes, I do.
Huh. Interesting. Well, this might not be much, but since big dude over there found my amulet, gave me back my things, I guess I'll a bit of information. Back in the day, long time ago, used to be a cave in that place. But about a few years ago, I think, Rock showed up, blocked the passage. No longer able to go into that cave, find anything inside of there. Usual. Say you found something by that boulder. Kind of weird. Cave has been blocked off for years.
Really?
I mean, it's not the only entrance to that place, though. There's another one.
You have my attention.
Well, if you go out of town about 20 miles northeast, then go about 5 miles to the south. You'll be able to get to the other entrance of the cave.
Long distance.
It used to be a really, really big cave, but there's been a couple cave ins. So I believe the insides are smaller than they used to be. It was a big place though. Lots of nice minerals inside of there.
Well then.
If you guys want to go check it out, well, can't miss it.
Might be worth looking into that. Oh, let's see.
Well, thanks for my things. Beat it.
It's all you'll be doing.
Zing.
Perfect. All right, so as you guys leave, he goes back to his tending of his shop and leaves you all to it.
I got an idea. Everyone back up here.
Iron Mind has become one with the gods. What the fuck? He can fly. Praise be.
Praise be Jeebus.
That would be Lathander.
Fame to
closer
the
to the
god
sun.
Robert.
Well, we know that there is a cave behind Spoopy Knot Boulder, and there is a different entrance into the cave system that the Spoopy Knot Boulder is hiding. And
Aye,
since we cannot seem to get through said boulder that is not a boulder, or may yet be a boulder of indeterminate origin, should we go find this other entrance?
We could, or one thing we didn't actually check is to use our collective strength prior to. I think that might work.
You want to just all beat on it at the same time?
Maybe.
We can all
Or-
pick it up.
Beating didn't seem to work last time. It didn't even dent.
Ah, but then we didn't use our powers combined.
I'd rather my arrows not ricochet back at your faces. Unless you feel like being pincushions.
Also would not give for a good pickaxe roundabout now.
That was some nice synchronicity right there. So as you all hit the boulder at the same time, or whoever is trying to hit the boulder at the same time, you all feel the exact same effects that that your buddy did earlier. Normally, you should be able to put dents into it, and you should be able to see something happening, even a flint or something, based off of the composition of the metal and weaponry, but absolutely nothing.
Alright, I'ma call it. I can't tell what it is, but I'ma call it as magical fuckery. It's
Aye.
always magical fuckery. Whenever there's some bullshit unquestioned, it's magical fuckery at work and no mistake about it.
Oh, magic.
Anyone here good with magic?
I
I
am
will-
not.
I will cast light upon the rock and attempt to get Lathander to help.
All right, so you cast light on the rock. There is now light on.
Yes, it looks very much like a rock.
The light is shining.
Light of Lathander.
The light of Lathander is now on this rock.
I attempt to do divine intervention, but I'm of the wrong level.
Well, even powers combined, we cannot seem to cut our way through it because it's magical bullshit.
Hey, fuck this
It-
rock.
Maybe we can dig around it or dig under it or
The amount
are
of
we moving
time
the rock?
taken to
Go
excavate
over it,
through a
around it,
cave system.
under it, or through it.
it'll probably
Probably
take a lot less time than walking for 30 miles.
Guess we're going on a bear hunt.
I'm not afraid.
Afraid of what? Walking or digging?
Tall grass.
Okay, that's reasonable.
I mean, potentially we could try and excavate around it, though we do not yet know how far the magical I'd hate to spend a few days trying to carve our way through the rockside just to find out that too is blocked by magic boulder.
Oh, I'd be
Yes,
right
sir.
pissed too.
At the very least, we can rely upon our legs if we have to go the long way around, and short of actually attempting to excavate said cave entrance, it seems to be our only choice. At this point, I would much like to find whatever puts that magical bullshit in front of us and introduce its face to my hammer.
Perfect.
I look to the skies for assistance.
As you look to the sky, you notice that there's beautiful clouds and a nice sun.
I think we have a trek before us, lads and lady.
Could I inspect the rock for nature, like to see if it's not natural?
Sure, give me a nature check. You unequivocally know that this is not natural.
Alright, well,
Especially
that solves
since
that.
That
you know
helps
its
all so
appearance
much.
came suddenly a few years back, like it was just popped into place. What
As
with
Tux
it
keeps
being
headbanging.
I
magical
know. I was
bullshit.
watching that on your screen.
I think Tux might be possessed. He agrees.
Asmodeus has him now. Best be putting him out of his misery.
Hey,
Dunk.
All right, so where would you guys like to go?
Guess we
Short
search
of
for the
the-
cave.
That is not a natural angle.
I know, right?
Snap.
You just snap your own neck. Congratulations, you fall dead.
Tux
You
is
win the
out of
game?
there
Question
turning
mark.
slowly.
I'm trying to use the flight controls without the ability to fly. Q and Z.
Perfect.
Someone's Canadian.
I think many of us are Canadian.
So, where would you guys like to go?
Pending a better idea, I think we should provision up and start our journey.
Hey, well, agreed. Agreed. This rock is a wee bit more tedious than I thought it would be. You know, you bang out your rut on it and, hey, nothing's given at all.
Boulders usually aren't that persistent, but once again, magic is bullshit.
Aye.
And I speak as one granted its power, but still, nonetheless, magic is bullshit.
Shall we have the chicken before we go?
Fuck it, why not?
I'd rather eat it than that, but yeah, absolutely.
Perhaps we can get more information while we're at the tavern, anyways.
And everybody freeze. As Delgar jumps into the water, we will initiative.
Nice.
I just saw what we were fighting too.
Off.
Oh,
How does
yeah.
one roll an initiative? Ah, there it is.
What? Hi, but I think my dice are broken.
Hold on.
Oh wait, no, it's not.
Dice in this direction.
All right, everybody's in.
Yes.
No.
Got an Iron Mind. I got a Falstad. I got a Tux.
Okian.
I'm needing Okin. Okay, I guess I'll just roll for Okin.
Told you I was going for top squat.
All right, Okin is now in initiative as well.
Thank you.
So that's everybody, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, don't move from there. You're popping a squat. You're up in the forest. Going back to where you were.
Yes, sir.
All right. Delgar.
Alrighty now.
So you're able to target things by clicking on them. So you hold down control and click on something, and you'll be able to target it. You'll notice exactly how far away you are from it.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
currently 40 feet away from it.
All right. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Congratulations, you cast Guiding Bolt. You roll a 6, you miss.
Oh, most unfortunate. Oh, wait, that's 46. That's rolling the actual damage.
Yeah, but it also rolled the attack.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
First it
Roll.
rolls the attack, then it rolls the
Gotcha.
damage.
Yep. I see that one.
All right, so that's it for Delgar then. No movement.
Yeah, no, I'm going to definitely move my 25 stubby.
Well, since you're underwater, your movement is halved unless you have a swim speed.
I'm trying to turn my camera around, and
you need to hit control and untarget him to be able to camera movement again.
Gotcha. All right. Probably. Okay.
You can be about in that square is where you'd be.
Yeah, I can't stop moving. There it goes. I'll just prop myself against this log here.
All right. Next up, Iron Mind.
I have no idea why I stopped, so I'm gonna stand here.
You have no idea why he stops. You're standing there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okian.
I'm going to go and start head towards where the guys said they were headed.
Sure. You got 30 feet of movement, so by all means.
Okay. I think I moved as far as 30 feet. Okay.
Yep. All right. Falstad.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm done.
All right. Crocodile's turn.
Oh boy. Oh no.
All right, so crocodile. I see a juicy target that just entered his range. He's going to be swimming all the way to it. More than enough move because he swims. Then he's going to attempt to attack. Let's see. White attack setup. Do have it set up.
Do you need to target something?
I don't seem to want to do my bite, so I'll try club. Nope. All right. I'll just do the old-fashioned way. Four. All right, so 13 to hit you.
Oh yeah.
All right, so this bite attack is D10 plus 2. 4 points of damage on you.
Owie.
So
Where am I?
collect. Possess.
Is there an easy way to remove hit points, or you just?
So on your character sheet, if you hit character, you'll notice that it brings up the hit point menu. So what you can do is you can modify the hit point total on that menu. So you can set that to 8,
Gotcha.
and it automatically updates it. Oops. I had you selected and I by mistake. All right. So that's it for Crocodile's turn. So Tux. What does Friar Tux want to do?
Well, I don't know what's happening, so
Yep, you
to
sure
the
don't.
chicken.
To the chicken you go.
15, 20, 25, 30. I'm really hungry. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Delgar.
Righty now. All right, gotta try the old Warhammer attack on the old crocodile.
Ye old Warhammer. Warhammer away.
The underwater warhammer.
You're going to have to target him first.
Oh, yes, that's right. Boop.
All right. So now swing bada bada. Critical miss.
I think my dice are broken. Definitely broken.
All right. That's it for Delgar, I'm guessing, because you don't want to attack opportunity. Actually, now restrained, so you can't go anywhere because he bit you.
Hmm. Yes, that's right. I would need to make a strength check.
You would need to use an action to break free.
Okay. I don't know if I could just do it at the end of my turn. All right.
On the bright side, he can't bite anybody else.
This is true. Yes. Yes.
You've saved the party.
Solve the missing stuff. Bonus action, I will use Shield of Faith.
Sure.
Try to
Shield
cast
of
it on.
Faith. All right.
So I have my
that's it
AC
for
raised
you.
Yep. My AC's raised to 2.
Good job. All right, Iron Mind. What does Iron Mind do now?
Heading towards the tavern.
Sure. Go ahead.
25.
Yep. All right. Do you want to double move in order to get there faster?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead. Move again. All right. That's it for Iron Mind. Okian.
Still heading down the hill.
Yep.
Alrighty.
You're going to dash, or you're fine just staying there?
I'll dash. Sure.
Sure. Go ahead. Take another 30 move. All right.
Okay.
That's it for Okian. Then we have Falstad.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Double move complete.
All right. Back to our crocodile. He's going to continue munching.
Mr. Dundee.
So now he's going to be at advantage. +4. Oops. K1, not KH, my bad. All 2D20, K1 +4. There we go. 12 to hit.
That does not hit, actually.
12 misses.
Yeah.
Saved.
Yeah, because I actually have my Shield of Faith on.
Good job.
Whew.
Saved. All right. Tux, you're up next.
Yep. That chicken's calling me because can't hear anything underwater over there. So 5, 10, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Yep, 60. You make it to there. Delgar.
All right. Well, the only thing
You're
I can
currently
do.
restrained, so
Yep.
you would be at disadvantage if you were trying to attack.
Okay. Old delegate ain't got much of an option there. So
You could try to escape. It's small, so that it doesn't have advantage on you anymore.
That would strength to get out of it.
Yep, strength athletics.
Okay. Come on, big money. Woo!
Yeah. So you use your hand, you pry open his mouth, and you get out of it.
You filthy bastard.
No longer restrained by it.
Okay, that was my action, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that was your action.
Yep. Okay.
Anything with your bonus action that you would like to do?
Weep.
Perfect.
Yeah, there's not much for
/E cry.
Hang on.
You get a bit of move, don't you?
No, I don't. No, I want a tax of opportunity against me.
True.
You do have move.
I got plenty of move.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Iron Mind.
Moving towards the tavern. 30, 35, 45, 50.
All right. That's good. Okian.
Keep on moving along. Can I hear anything from up here?
As you make it there, give me a perception.
Okay.
So you hear some splashing. More so than from the waterfall. the small waterfall.
Okay. Can I check, or I can't move further than what I am?
Can't move any further, and you can't really see anything.
Okay, I'll check next time.
All right. Falstad.
Oh, we get to interact with diagonals. 5, 10, 50, 20, 25. Tavern's right there. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. We're almost there, lads.
All right. Crocodile's turn. No longer at advantage. Let's roll that d20. 18 to hit
Oh, yeah, that hit.
for 3 points of damage.
Oh, absolutely.
Back to
See.
being restrained.
Yep, and I need to make a Constitution saving throw to see if I can keep my concentration going.
Give me that con save. All you
at
need to
least-
do is beat a 10. Just beat a 10. Oh,
No, I tell you, my dice are snafu. I don't know what RNE guys are.
I feel your
RNG.
pain. I
Yeah.
feel your pain.
I don't think I've rolled higher than like a 6 all night.
I feel your pain. I know those rolls. All right, your shield of faith goes off.
Boof. Oh, my AC's back down. Wolf.
All right, Tux.
I feel
Friar
like
Tux.
I feel like Alex put a limit on your rolls.
Totally.
Put a new maximum on it.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to continue walking 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, whoop, 30,
All right.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. How's my chicken?
So as you make it to there, they're going to be greeting you, and the chicken is prepared, and it'll be ready to be served.
Perfect. I'm in a square with a seat, so I'll pretend like I'm sitting.
Sure. Yeah, sounds good.
Done.
So you'll be sitting at that table. Delgar.
Oh boy. All right, try the. So I'm not restrained. Oh, I am restrained again. Okay.
Are restrained because it just hit you.
Okay. All right. All right. So I'm just gonna try to attack with disadvantage.
Sure.
Yep.
Go ahead. That's a
That one. Yeah. So yeah.
all right. So we'll take the lowest one, which is going to be the 17. It's still hit, so you're going to be dealing 2 damage to it.
Was it 20?
Yeah, because a 20 will hit.
Oh yeah. I was like, wow.
It's either a 22 or a 20. So yeah, 20 is hit.
Huzzah for 2 damage. Take that, crocodile.
Yep.
That'll learn you.
That'll teach it. Iron Mind.
Still moving.
Yep.
Here we go.
That's good. Okian.
All right, I'm gonna move to the edge to see if I can see what's happening down there.
10, 15, 20, 25. So as you make your way to there, you can somewhat tell that there is a shadow in the water that seems to be swirling about. The shape itself doesn't seem to be anything that you would recognize as your companion, but it does seem to be something that is fighting something down there.
Could I do a nature check to see if I know what animal would be making that?
Oh, sure. Yeah, for sure. So with a 17, you'll know that what is underwater is going to be a
Oh boy.
and that crocodile seems to be having something in its mouth, essentially. Not that you can tell what, because you can't see what it has in its mouth.
Yeah. Yes, and I don't have enough movement to jump off the side, so I will wait for my next turn.
Sure. Sounds good. All right. Falstad.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
All right, Falstad makes it to there, and as you make it to there, you'll Tux is seated, waiting for his food.
What a bell gargoyle.
All right, on to our crocodile. Sadly, you are restrained. So, +4. Oh, wow.
Wow.
An 11 to hit.
No, does not hit my
At
rocking.
advantage, I rolled 2 sevens. Lucky sevens.
Woo!
All right.
Praise be unto the Forge Lord.
All right, on to Tux.
All this talking, you're gonna drown.
I know, right?
He's thinking it. He's thinking it.
Yeah. I'm just going to sit here and wait. That's all I would probably do, and keep an eye on who's
Sure.
coming through the
So
door.
As you wait, she's going to come by and she's going to place a plate on the table for you, as well as for your friends. So she's going to
I
place
have more than
one
two
plate.
friends.
Well, she only sees you and Falstad right now, so she placed one extra just in case.
Oh no! All four of them are coming.
Oh, they're all coming. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure of it.
She's going to be arranging the plates on the table. This here. There's this one here.
Oh yeah, I can stand. That's okay. I'll stand.
This one here.
I'll let those tall dwarves have a seat. They're tired.
There. She arranges the plates in that fashion.
Awesome. I will spend 2.5 feet of movement to move here.
Perfect. Great use of it. All right. Tux. Delgar.
Oh boy. So I'm not restrained. I'm not. All right.
No, you're still restrained.
Oh, that's right.
You just missed.
That's right. I will try to attack the old crocodile again.
Sure.
Advantage.
So 18 or
and
11. 11, I believe, is the miss. Yes, 11 is a miss.
Bloody fuck! You can see these swim of. You can see these bubbles just kind of come up to the surface of the water. Now you hear is like the swears, like bloody fuck! Yes, it just kind of gurgles out.
Yep. Iron Mind. So, Okian, you will notice that there are bubbles coming up from the water, which is strange to you because it's not something that crocodiles do.
Or fish.
Iron Mind.
That's 50.
All right. That's it for Iron Mind. Okian.
All right. Since I'm seeing those bubbles, I'm going to move and pull out my short sword and take a flying leap.
Give me an acrobatics.
Whoops.
Do you
A
put the
second,
sword in your mouth?
I'll fly back up if I don't make it.
Give me an acrobatics roll.
Could you tell I just wanted to jump in the water?
I mean, yeah, I can. Let's find out how gracefully you did.
Belly
Yeah.
flop, more like.
No, you rolled pretty gracefully, so you are able to land in the area of wow. You'll notice that it is munching on.
Okay, I'm gonna take. Well, I've taken up my action, so I guess I can't attack. Correct.
No, you just taken your move.
Okay. So action, I grab my short sword and take a slap.
Sure. Short sword, thankfully, is a underwater weapon, so you would be able to attack at normal. Don't need disadvantage. So make sure you target the crocodile by control and click.
As I'm trying not to float away here. I
And
had
that's
a
a miss.
16 before.
That's well, that 16 was the acrobatics.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, true.
Not a damage or attack. So yeah, that was it
Graceful
for
swan dive.
yeah,
You're too
graceful
focused
swan
on
dive.
your performance.
All right, so Falstad. Falstad, you heard a splash.
Staring into the end, there's a Tuxter, but no Delgar. Turn back around, there's an Iron Mind, but no Delgar, and no elf? Where did the elf go? Where's the dwarf? Gonna roll a perception check to see where that splash came from.
Sure.
Oh wait, that's not how you do it. It's wisdom. 23.
All right, with a 23, you're easily able to tell that the elf was behind you guys, and she doesn't seem to have reached you in stride, which is kind of odd because she has a lot more movement than you guys do. She should have been there before you by a long shot. And you feel that the splash came from somewhere around the water. So you think that maybe she went for a swim.
Legs like a gazelle.
Start heading back in that direction, I suppose. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Eeny, meeny. Well, I'm going to have to double back the way I came. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Falstad will go investigate before dinner.
All right. Crocodile's turn. He has a new already munched delicious, so he's going to continue munching on something that is delicious. Plus 4, so 23 to hit. Oof.
Yep.
And 6 points of damage.
Oh no. Da-da-da-da-da. And Delgar is unconscious.
Down to 0. Oof.
Down to 0.
All right. Delgar falls unconscious to the bottom of the ocean.
Oh no.
And now the crocodile munches a little bit and then looks at Okian.
Oh boy.
Tux.
Yeah, you don't have to fly over to me. I just prepare for dinner.
Okay. As you prepare for dinner, you will notice that chicken gets brought up and gets served onto the plate,
Just mine?
as well as for the other ones as well.
Okay. Whew. I keep the food warm for everybody. Be ready to go when they get here.
All right. Delgar, give me that death save.
All right. Where is he's in the character sheet? Oh, there it is.
So if you open up the character sheet, you will notice that there is a, yep,
Ah!
that is one fail.
One fail. Oh boy.
One fail so far. All right. Iron Mind.
I asked Falstad, where's this going?
Falstad, what do you say?
Run right by me.
Ah, the splash might be elf.
Splash might be elf.
Apparently, I'm a water elf.
Perfect.
All right, I shall follow along. 15, 5, 30, 35, 50.
All right. That's it for Iron Mind. All right, Okian.
All right. Can I aim for its eye with my sword?
I mean, you sure can. You can aim for anything you wish.
Okay. Aiming for the eye.
You aim for the eye, and you stab it in the eye, dealing 6 points of damage. He doesn't look happy at all. Falstad.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. On the way, slowly.
All right. Our crocodile's up. Our crocodile is going to look over at Okian. And he is going to 11 to hit, Okian. Is that hit?
I will check. Yes, I believe so.
All right. So he's going to dealing 6 points of damage as he chomps on Okian and now She is in his maw.
Is there a particular part of me that is in his maw?
Your legs.
Okay.
Your legs are in his maw. You are, for all intents and purposes, restrained.
Okay.
Tux.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know. I guess I'm a wise character.
Are you? Are you?
The character is. I guess I would think something's up and just goes. I'll be like, oh, hold my food here. I'll be right back. 5, 10, 15,
Oh, my
20.
food. This is
I'll look
your
at them
version of
running
hold my
away.
beer.
Yeah, exactly. So
All right.
20 feet to
Hiding
here, and
Yep.
I see the dwarves' little legs running really fast,
Mm-hmm.
and I see them getting really close to Annie, and I think they're just gonna go play. All right, I go back to my food.
All right. Delgar.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Another failed death save.
two down.
Oof.
2 down.
Blub, blub. Blub, blub.
All right, so that's it for. Let me check something quick. Okian. Your AC should be 13.
Ah, whoopsies.
All right, with an AC of 13, would that have hit? No, AC of
Nope.
13 would not have hit you. So take back those 6 hit points,
Yes, sir.
and you are not restrained. Perfect. All right. Iron Mind.
10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 45, 50.
All right, that's it for Iron Mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okian. You have a crocodile that is flailing around trying to get a bite on your leg.
Yay. Okay, giving it another swipe to its other eye.
All right. So make sure you target it.
Targeted and
Miss.
oops, sorry, didn't mean to slash twice.
That's okay. It missed again. Double miss. Falstad.
5 and a 10 and a 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Do I still hear the splashing?
You do. You do hear splashing still.
Aquatic elf. Great.
You also notice that there is a wall there.
And I suspect blood is in water because of Delgar.
I mean, of course, there's going to be blood in the water.
I've
Give
moved
it.
as far as I can.
All right.
Unfortunately, it's now the crocodile's turn.
Crocodile's turn. Let's see if he can hit Enochian this time. 16 this time to hit. That's going to be a hit. All right, so D10. 7 points of damage.
Worse than last time.
But at least you were fresh. All right. And now you're restrained. Now your legs are in its mouth. All right, Tux.
Medicated pet.
Yeah. I think they're off having a good time. So if my food's here, I'm going to
Dig in.
start digging in. Yeah.
All right. Give me a
Con save.
Enjoyment check.
Yeah, I know. Right?
give me an insight.
Insight into the chicken. Oh shit!
Insight into the chicken.
It's chicken.
Yep, it definitely is chicken, my friend. This is probably on a good side of chicken that you've had. You feel like it's very very.
Nice. Is it like have too many legs that I don't care or notice?
No,
Are there like 5 legs of chicken on the plates?
no.
Okay.
It's not a mutated chicken.
Okay.
All right, that's it for you.
Oh yeah.
All right,
That's what my
Delgar.
character would do.
Don't die. Don't die. Don't die.
Oh,
Oh,
Just
that's one success.
Woo!
So now we're going to go to Iron Mind.
All right, moving some more. 545.
Okay, that's it for Iron Mind.
Yep, that is everything he can do.
All right. Okay, and try not to die. You are now at disadvantage attack because you're restrained.
Okay. Can I try and get out of the restrainment?
I mean, yeah, sure. If you give me an athletics roll, you'll be able to see if you're still restrained by it or not. You are no longer restrained. You pry his mouth right open, you take your legs out of it. A little bit of blood dripping up to the surface.
Okay. And that was my action. So, can I still slashy him?
That was your action.
Okay. So, yep. Then I guess that's all I can do.
All right. Falstad.
5 and a 10 and a 15, 20, 25. Curse my short legs. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Yep. So as you make it to there, you can hear that there's definitely some more splashing that is happening, as more so than what would be happening from a waterfall.
Woo.
All right. Crocodile's turn. Well, he's got an Okian in his mouth. I'm chomping.
Not anymore. I got out of his mouth.
Oh, that's right. Not at advantage. Let's see if he can chomp back down. Oof.
Oh, ow.
Oof. Oof. What's this gonna be? Oh, only 4.
And I only 4. I only have 4 hit points left.
You're not down though, right?
I'm at 0 now.
Oh, you are at 0. Oh, okay. Well, then I guess you float down. Actually, you know what? You're going to be floating up. Much like Delgar is, you guys are floating by the surface. As he is going to let go of your leg and wait for you to finish dying.
Okay.
Tux's turn.
Yep. I mean, in all honesty, I would just keep eating and wondering why people are off playing with the kid instead.
Give me a perception.
Are you trying to get me into combat?
No, I'm trying to get you some information.
Okay.
All right. Nope. You don't get any information.
That's right. Those people are too many tables over.
Oh. All right, Delgar.
righty now. Let's see if
You have 2 fails and 1 success, I believe.
yeah. Oh.
Ooh.
As Delgar struggles to keep himself up, sadly, the current of the water is too much. The water pushes down his throat as he begins to asphyxiate. Water keeps pumping into his lungs, and he is no longer of this world.
Glub, glub.
All right. Iron Mind.
Right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50.
All right, Iron Mind. You start hearing the splashing from the water as well. Okian,
Hi.
give me that death save.
And how do I roll death saves on here?
So click on the character at the bottom. That'll pop up the sheet. And then at the bottom there, you will notice that there is the death save section. Click on the green button for the death save and it'll for you. All right. You get a 16. You're 1 success.
Yay, I float on the top of the water.
Falstad.
5, how about a 10, 15, 20, 25?
Yep. You definitely hear some. Well, actually, the splashing has stopped. You no longer hear splashing.
There's no good way to get there.
How
Yeah.
much have you moved to there?
25. He can double move.
Okay, if you wish to double move and you wish to make a jump, give
What would it be for a jump?
athletics.
Wrong one. It's this one. 15.
All right, so with a 15, I will let you be. Let's put you. Let's get you here, and then we'll put you over to here. There you go.
Aha.
So you'll be jumping all the way up to there within a.
Would I have additional movement left, or would that consume the rest of it?
Yeah, that would take about. You know what? Let's see. How much would it take? So from here to here, I'll take 15 feet of movement.
Okay. 25. And I'm up on this border chain now.
All right. So as you look down, you will notice that the water has quite a bit of blood in it. Quite a bit of blood. As you will notice that there is the body of what seems to be a red-headed person by the edge of the water.
Double check.
You feel like you recognize the hair. All right, so now it's on to our crocodile. So our crocodile, he is going to see that one prey is no longer of this world, so he is going to start munching on it. As he is going to nom 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 on Delgar. All right. On to Tux. You find yourself that the meal is quite hearty. She will bring you over some something to drink, and then she's going to be asking you, what would you like to drink?
She brought me something to drink
Well,
and then asked
she
me
would
what I
like to
wanted.
bring you something to drink, so she asked what you would like to drink.
Okay, I'm like, I don't know what you just brought me is fine. Some water would be good. Nothing too
Alright.
fancy. Maybe with a splash of something red.
So she is going to bring you a mug, and she is going to be filling it with some red wine.
Oh no, just a splash of the red. Just, something that would float on top.
She's going to be adding some water to it too.
Ah, glorious. Sounds a lot like the waterfall.
All right, that's it for Tux.
Yeah.
All right, Delgar, you are currently being eaten. You feel your life flashing before your eyes as you are slowly traveling to the afterlife, about to meet your deity. What do you see?
I see the large. Wait, hang on. Oh, I see the large forges as far as the eye can see. Mountains and rows of right forges. Spewing fire and flames, the sound of 1,000 hammers clanging on and on. It's glorious.
That is beautiful.
I
I will allow you to award inspiration to any of your party members that you wish.
Huzzah! Falstad.
All right, Falstad, you have inspiration.
I will put that on.
Iron Mind.
5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to try to jump over this.
Sure, give me that athletics roll.
Yes. I
Iron
must
Mind. You start fucking leaping through the air. You're like, look at me. As you make your way over to here effortlessly. You tumble through the air. You're like a little acrobat.
So that's what, 15?
So I'll give you, for a crit, I'll give you that for 10.
All right. 15, 20, 5, 30.
As you look into the water, you will notice that there's a pool of blood around what looks to be a red-headed figure that you are quite familiar with. Do you have any bonus action or anything that you would like to do?
Sadly, that is everything.
All right, no problem. Okian, don't die.
I'll try my best. Yay!
Hey, so far, 2 for 2. You're not dying. Falstad.
5. Oh, fucking hell. There was borders on that. 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yep.
Oh no. 30. Will I take damage if I jump off this?
That's about 10 feet. Nah.
Boing. 85. Ah, yes, a mighty hill. 40, 45, 50.
All right. So as you get there, you notice much closer. What you can infer is the body of Okian. And you can tell that right under the wall be like a little shadow that seems to be doing something. You don't quite know what. But you notice that there's a shadow there. So that was your double move. Do you have anything for a bonus action?
I do not think so.
Okay, all right. Crocodile is going to keep on munching. Nom nom nom. Tux.
Tux is gonna keep munching. Nom nom nom.
All right, Tux, keep munching. Nom nom nom. Perfect. Both you and a crocodile are doing the same thing. Telkar.
Still dead.
As you are inside of heavens, you see ancestors of yours that come to greet you. What do they say?
You're a bit early to be up here, but it's not quite unexpected, to be honest. You're a right bit daft, you say so. And Delgar kind of looks like, yeah, you're probably right.
Perfect. I'll let you do inspiration to somebody else in the party.
All right. Iron Mine.
Iron Mind, you have inspiration. All right. Iron Mind, your turn.
I'm gonna take a running leap into the water.
Oof, give me that athletics. Give me that athletics. Let's see.
Inspiration
Oof.
gives.
Oof. All right.
Gives advantage, right?
Yep. Inspiration will give you advantage.
I'm going to use that.
All right. So either a 13 or a 20. All right. With a 20, you're able to leap into the water and avoid potential damage as you find the spot in the water that is just deep enough to be able to allow for your jump to get you there. So I'll say that took 20 feet of movement in order to get there. So you'll have about 5 feet more. You will notice the body of Okian pretty right next to you. And you'll notice that underwater there is a crocodile that seems to be munching on the dwarf. What do you do?
It looks like I can
still have your action and you still have your bonus action if you want to do any of those.
Gonna get right up next to Okian.
All right.
And I'm a paladin, by the way.
Okay.
Use my.
So you're gonna lay hands on Okian?
Yes.
All right. 5. How many hit points?
All 5.
All 5? All right. Okian, you are up with 5 hit points. So that was your action. Anything for bonus action?
That is it.
All right. Okian, you're alive. You have 5 hit points. No longer have any death saves.
Okay, I can move. Yay!
What would you like to do?
Get the F out.
So you'll notice that there's a crocodile that is currently not paying any attention to you, but now that somebody has jumped into the water.
Yeah, the alligator's gone. Bye-bye, at least on the screen.
I mean, for now.
Okay, let's see. I'm assuming we're at the surface, correct?
Yeah, you would be close to the surface.
Okay, so I would swim out of the water.
Sure. You would like to swim to the dock?
Yep.
All right. You swim up to the dock and you're able to jump onto the dock.
Okay.
I'll take, let's see, 14 plus 10. That'll be like 25 feet of movement.
Okay. And I'm gonna turn back and knock my arrow in case the croc goes after Iron Mind.
Give me an insight. Even though you can't be really sure, you kind of feel like that croc is going to go. You're not entirely sure, but you're pretty sure.
Okay. And that's the end of my thing. I have the arrow drawn.
Okay. All right. Falstad.
5, 10, 15. That is a. Is that a big ass lizard that I see at the bottom of the water here? It looks like a big ass lizard. Chunky beastie. Blanket in! Boink!
Perfect. You are now in the water. So, what are you going to do in the water?
Well, I've taken up my movement to stop floating slowly in a direction towards the big lizard.
Sure.
Oh god. Hold still. Hold still.
And with your action or bonus action, do you want to do anything?
With my action, I'ma try and blast it if I can just. Okay, control, click.
Yep.
Okay. Schmancy. Okay. Yes, that's prepared. Is it gonna work?
So, as you
13 to
try
hit.
to hit, a 13 is just enough to hit him. And actually, you are trying. You're going to need to roll
19
again.
damage.
You're going to need to roll again because you're underwater. That's going to be a
Ah.
disadvantage. So let's see if that applies.
1 second, let me click it again. Second roll was 15 to hit.
Still hits. Still holds true. So as you underwater, your spell strikes true right through the crocodile, splits it into pieces as it is dropping the body of your friend, and combat can be over.
That was a damn good binding roll, bolt damage roll.
I thought the guiding bolt had like the spark of life that would draw those from the afterlife back to their body.
Right.
It guides the soul back to the body. Isn't that what it's for?
Mm-hmm. So now you guys can move about freely. Hold control and click in order to clear your targeting if you had one selected.
Thank you.
And now you're able to move about freely while the body of Delgar just drifts there, half eaten, lifeless.
Oh, pulling him out.
All right, sure.
Okian helps.
Sure, you guys are able to pull Delgar. So
One arm paddling back.
actually, you probably can't move yourself because you're dead.
Yeah.
So let's move you. Let's move you over to the shore. Go.
And he dies in the middle of the air.
So you guys will be able to get him over to the shore here. Whoops. Far. Not burial yet. There we go. Bang. Done. So now you got your Delgar over to the shore. Dead.
DED dead.
DED dead. There is like no life signs left in anything.
Could the lady from the church possibly bring him back?
You think that it could be a possibility?
Should we try? I'm asking our group.
I certainly don't have the capability to try such a thing myself, so if a cleric of greater standing wishes to have a look, I'd be more than welcome.
Okay.
God, he was with us not 60 seconds ago.
He was quite noble in fighting that crocodile.
I didn't even know they had a crocodile in their lake.
I don't know. I had to swim earlier and I didn't see any around. He just has bad luck.
Take Delgar to the cleric, I suppose, see if there's anything she can do for him.
Well, the good news is Delgar's about half his weight now because like the legs are gone. So you know if you do revive him, everything hurts! Oh, kill me, quick! I can feel everything.
I kneel down and grab him and throw him over my shoulder.
Sure.
I'm covered in blood as it is anyway.
Sure, you're able to carry him over. Where would you like to carry him?
To the church.
All right. So let's grab him. Actually, you know what? It'll be a lot easier if I just get you to move. There you go.
There.
Move over to the church.
Poof.
Zombie Delgar.
It's his ghost walking around.
Yep.
Look at that
Ghost
flowing
Delgar.
hair. It's amazing. He must use Pantene or something.
I'm very not wet from being in the water for so long.
I'm heading to the tent.
All right. So as you guys make it inside of here, notice that priestess here, she looks at you guys and says, "What happened?"
You apparently failed to tell us that there's a crocodile in your river.
There's a crocodile in our river?
Not anymore.
Oh, well, thank God. That was most troublesome. How did it get there?
I'm not sure. The best one to ask would be Delgar, but we need a little help rizzing our friend.
Oh, I mean, I suppose was he of our faith?
He was of a faith.
You did have a nice little talk with him earlier about forges.
I mean, I was hoping you. Okay. I don't know how to tell you this, but I don't provide free services. Those don't follow our faith. So you will have to contribute.
What do we need to contribute?
I'm afraid these things aren't cheap. You see, we acquire diamonds of quite high quality in order to be able to perform these rituals. As you can see, I don't have riches to myself, so I would not be able to help you. Now, were he one of ours, then I would be able to try to persuade the mayor to relinquish something to help, but unfortunately, we can't just offer charity to anybody. I mean, everybody. Otherwise, everybody would just be coming to us with all their problems.
Well, then maybe we should go see the mayor, considering we are working for him. Maybe he could help us since.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure, yes. As soon as you guys provide him with the thieves in question, there will be no question about this.
Well, I will go to see him then. Can you take care of his body to make sure he doesn't like completely bleed out?
She takes a look at him, takes a look at you,
Does she have a good
look at
guffaw?
him,
Like,
takes a look at you, looks at him, looks at you, and just gives you kind of like a puzzled look on her face. You do realize that there's nothing left of him, right? I mean, if you don't, well, there's nothing left of him.
And what would you do if one of your own followers came in like this? Would you just bury them?
My own followers, well,
No, they
they
help
would at
your
least
own
be getting the
followers.
blessing of Lathander. I could speak on their behalf to Lathander himself and attempt to get them raised, but unfortunately, like I said, I just don't have the means to help those that just don't follow the Church of Lathander.
Oh, we understand. You help those who follow your god, as is the righteous way. Let's go
Evidently
see
not a
them
very
there.
giving god.
My God is giving. I unfortunately am not. I'm quite poor.
I understand. We'll go talk to the mayor.
Take care. All right. On this note, I think we should be calling it for the night. We're nowhere close to finishing this adventure.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Welcome to every session of D&D ever. D&D preps for like 4 to 5 hours. Like,
Yep.
I made this awesome map. It's gonna be totally great. Oh, they gotta get done in like 3 hours. Hope I have enough content.
So yeah, just to show you guys on my stream because you guys don't see it, but there's a couple of maps that this adventure was going through. But yep, we don't need it. Nope. We can definitely spend time in town doing town stuff.
we like water. We can't help it.
So yeah, you guys got a little bit of what Adventure Roll has to offer, including the combat system that we have out. You guys got to see the GM's perspective. I hope those that were able to follow along. What do you guys think?
And the swimming.
Yes, definitely the swimming. No, it's great. Like I said, like there's a few phone Robert, like some of the there's like a few mechanical things. Like it's really hard to navigate certain things.
Yeah,
Like
definitely hard to navigate when
yeah,
you're underwater.
that's or just like one thing that I think would be kind of helpful is like if it's my character's turn in combat. Like I could see where I'm allowed to go if like the characters could actually move along with the grid, going their 25, 30 feet or whatever, what have you, depending
Yeah,
on what they want to do.
one of the things that we tried to do was try to give the so that if the player has any special means of getting around the terrain, that we don't impose a restriction on them.
Mhm.
So we wanted to give them free reign and let the GM advocate whether the player is able to do that or not. Much like I have done in this session with you guys, moving around.
Or even just a simple like measuring tool that the players could have.
Right. So
like
something
maybe
like
point a
the
square
ruler
or
tool
something.
that I have to measure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, might be a little difficult in third person though, because we don't have that
Yeah,
kind of vantage
exactly.
point that
Yeah.
you do.
Exactly. Yeah. Understandable. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
A ping, like like a character ping or a DM ping, to say, hey, this is, you look over here and you see this, just to see where you're looking at.
Right, to
yeah,
attract your attention to something.
yeah,
Yep. Sure.
yeah, yeah.
Understood. Yep.
So
What about the experience of the maps themselves?
oh, the maps are great. Like I said, I felt like I was
Mhm.
like literally playing like Skyrim or something like that. They're just well developed. Everything's just kind of there. They look great. They're absolutely great. It's
Any graphical glitches like slow down bugs?
I did have. There was one point in time that I was just kind of like going around the map looking just to see what I could see, just because I wanted to check it all out.
Mhm.
Like it would go for a second, then freeze for like 1 second, and then kind of go again, then freeze again. I wasn't too sure what exactly happened.
Okay.
I'm not too sure if I was trying to render, but other than that, the thing ran great. I was really impressed with overall.
So overall performance was good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Anybody else?
The only glitchy stuff I found was when I was in the water. It was very hard to stay put.
Yeah, underwater combat. Am I right?
Yeah. Um, I The one thing I don't get is when you sprint in the map is like
Mhm.
why the screen shifts to the left.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's just to give you a little sense of.
yeah, spatial, yeah. But what if I want to go left? It has to.
Right, right.
I don't
Sure.
know. The spells look really cool. I was kind of futzing with some of those, the ones I
Mhm.
could get to work. I think just the normal kind of like tracking for things, and naturally that's like a later on thing. But as far as the graphics and how everything's implemented, I thought it was like really nice. Everything looks great. The
Awesome.
terrain, awesome. The carts, buildings, really well done. Um, One thing would be kind of neat too is like ambient sound. Naturally, I'm pretty sure this is way down the line, but I said as far as everything goes, this is like boom, spot on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Anybody else has any more feedback? By all means, feel free to let Rob know. I'm sure he is going to be having lots of questions for you guys as it is. But yeah, we welcome any and all. You guys enjoyed running this adventure with me.
Mm-hmm.
Always a pleasure, Alex.
Yeah, thanks for
Excellent.
running.
Glad to have you guys on board.
Yeah. Oh, here's the spells working now. Oh, that's much better. So control does so it
Yeah,
targets
control allows you to crouch, and
and
control
target.
click allows you to target.
Yeah. Okay. So that was maybe like rebinding that to something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, it was really cool. I did.
Hey.
Back from the dead, bitches.
Nobody flew, I noticed, or maybe Elijah
Yes, I flew a lot.
levitated or flew. That's a lot of
I mean,
fun.
yeah, but a lot of time
Ooh,
people
that
at
would be
level
my super
1, 2,
friends.
and 3, they're not going to be having flight enabled.
What
Yeah,
spell
but
is
it's
that?
just fun.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed yourselves.
Yeah, no, like definitely great. Like I said, there's a lot like once like I know you guys focus directly more on like the engine, and like I said that's shaping up awesome. And I said once the kind of like the mechanics kind of get snapped in, I'm pretty sure it'll just come together beautifully.
Yeah,
Owie.
sure.
Yeah, we're planning our combat system now, so we're a proper implementation of that, and with level 1 to 3 spells, and a proper combat sort of camera and all that stuff. So that's all coming. But if you want to play with your groups, we hope you do, and let me know. We can obviously set up games, or you guys can just play. But just let me know who's playing so we can give access. And yeah,
Sweet.
People keep killing me.
you gotta set your health to like
Perfect.
25,000.
There we go.
Any major drawbacks? Any see that could, you think people won't like or you didn't like?
I think one thing that might be like kind of like not problematic, but it so depends. Like when people come in, the first thing they want to do is start exploring in the world because like, hey, wow, this is really cool. I don't think I've ever done this, and that could potentially just start to derail like the story and all that stuff. So that is probably the only real like kind of like issue I have. Like not I have, but just like I can foresee because I know like as soon as everyone kind of comes in, it's like, oh
Yeah,
wow,
but there's very little that you can do about that because we are about.
Well, no, but they have a player pause. The GM has a player pause.
The other option is to have something like a waiting room while so people can just like play around and putz around with things while waiting for the game to get started, especially if it's their first time there.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have the adventure creator.
Alex, you're blanking in and out a bit.
Okay, so I'll show you guys right now real quick. So over here, when you guys are on this menu for the G side, you'll be able to create your adventures through here. This is the one that I have created for us that you guys are playing right now. So inside of here, you'll have the maps that you'll be able to set up for your adventures. If you want to just set up something for people to just jump around and putz around in, you guys can set it as a starting map for your adventure. And that way, when you set the server live, when you do the play, everybody that joins the game at that point in time is going to be taken to this starting map. So you guys can have a different starting map than what I did for the town.
You can also, sorry.
I figured that you guys would be okay just going around town and to explore and stuff like that. Otherwise, I could have just gone to the map section and just grabbed something like the battle maps to allow people to just jump around and test out things. But we also have all the other maps at your disposal, so you can use to get your campaign off the way. Go ahead, Ron.
No, I'm sorry for all those false starts there. I thought you were done. I apologize. Yeah, I was just going to say you can also, there's two things, options. One, also, you can player pause. You can freeze your players. That's sort of not a great thing for players. But GM has the ability to do that. And then secondly, you can just set your player start position as well. You have control over players launch into a map. So if you wanted to, you could plunk down a building or start them in a structure and lock the door, and then just let them sort of fool around into the bar or something like that. There's different options there. If you want, in addition to, of course, what Alex was suggesting, because you can cycle through maps sort of live. So there's options for you there.
Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed the adventure. Me tonight, but I thank you guys for joining. And
No problem. Thank you for hosting. This is great.
Yeah, that was good fun.
for sure.
Yeah.
Twas
Alright.
good.
Thanks,
Have a good
Alex.
night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Have a
You
good
too.
night.
Good night, everyone. Thank you so much.